Good evening, everybody. Welcome on back to Gundown UK. It is, of course, the season finale, the post-mortem of Arsenal's frankly horrendous season, shall we say. Tonight, we're going to have a plethora of guests on coming in and out of the stream. But for now, I've got three very, very brilliant people on with me. I've got Jez from the Arsenal History and More. He'll be changing his name very, very soon, hopefully. Jez, good evening, sir. How are you? And how is because you're in France right now. You're not in rainy old England. You're on vote. You're mute. You're mute.
Sorry, mate. Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
really old France as well. It's been since we got here yesterday, late afternoon, early evening. It's been pretty rubbish actually. Proper cold today. And well, I say cold. It's been windy, wet, no sunshine. But apparently Friday, it's predicted to pick up back up to about 28 degrees. So we're looking forward to that. That's my birthday, so I'm looking forward to having a nice day out on Saturday. We haven't got anything planned, to be honest, which is I like that because we just say right, let's just go and do something. It's nice. But as I said to you, gentlemen, backstream, I decided to go and light the log fire tonight, and some little scrote whilst we've been away has nicked all the logs. So I was scrabbling around to try and find some logs to get on the fire, and it didn't go well, really. Smoked the house out. That wasn't popular. So, yeah, I'm going to have to sort that out. If it's, I wasn't expecting that, but hey, that's all part of the fun, isn't it, really?
Yep, it truly is. Lion Tex, back with us for another go around. How are we, sir?
Yeah, not too bad, Carl, man. Thanks for the invite, bro. Big up to Jez and big up to Static as well, man. Boy, I'm just glad the season's over, bro. So, yeah, good to be here, man. And big up to everyone and big up to the chat as well, man.
No, it's good to see you, mate. It's good to see you. And for the first time, Static. He is my main moderator on this channel, and I've been pestering him for like the last 2 months for him to come on. He's done so for the end of season finale. How are you, my man?
Carl, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's about time I've come on your channel. I'm sorry it's taken this long, but work commitments, what can you do? Apart from the weather today, yeah, I mean, good, man. Jez, it's great to see you again. Lion, Tex, Natster, who's just come in. It's great to see you, boys. This will be one heck of a show tonight.
Indeed, it will be. And of course, Natster has just decided to drop it right on the last minute. Natster, how you been, mate? It looks like you've just been out hunting because you're in glasses and a hat. What have you been doing, my man?
Yeah, no, I've been decided to make a change, man, in the mirror settings. Yeah, hitting the gym, sorting shit out. And
have you got a white glove on, or is that just...
Not quite. Nah. So, yeah, no, not as late as I usually am, but yeah, sign of progress, innit? Remember what Arteta said? We have to dream, guys. We have to dream big, guys. We will win that trophy. We will win that trophy again very soon, guys. Just be patient with us, guys. So, yeah, looks like at this moment, I'm basically at the point where I'm showing more progress than Lego Head. So if I'm showing more progress than Lego Head, need I say any more? Nah, anyway, big up Cole, big up Jez, big up Static, and big up Lion Tex. Pleasure to be here. As always, I don't take the shit for granted. Never have, never will. So, yeah, looking forward to tonight's show.
No, it's going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you smash the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends. Follow us on all social media platforms and follow the new podcast, the Take Aim podcast on Spotify. The latest one that was on, I think it was on Sunday, is up. So go check it out. And everyone's links is in the description. If any one of my mods, obviously Static's on here, so he might be able to do it. If anybody else, two more of my mods, I think AJ and someone else's, you can find their links, get them pinned in the chat. That'll be absolutely grand. The Oregon Goon is in the building. Sack him now. He is sick and tired of this. We will go through the chat as we go along. Jez, so we're going to come to you first of all. This season's been a total, I would say a total disaster. But we're going to start from the start and then make all the way down through the season. The summer. We knew what we needed. We finished 2 points behind City last season. And we were screaming for a striker. Been screaming for a striker since Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang walked out the door. Not replaced him. So with this 80 million I think Arteta had, it's a small amount, but it should have been enough to get yourself a gun man up top. We ended up getting a left back who can't defend and a defensive midfielder who we converted to a striker because, side note, we had no striker. What was your first impressions of the summer window? Because it was a straight up shit show.
Well, let's put it on the table. We could have got Ivan Toney. Not saying he's the greatest, but he can score. He's strong. He's big up front. And I'm convinced if we had bought him for, what are we talking, 50 million? Thereabouts. He would have scored goals that would have probably won us some of the games where we've drawn. I'm not saying he's going to be a Thierry Henry. Of course not. I'm not that stupid. But we needed that person that can actually be the fox in the box, that can nick the little goal here and there. And this manager, for 3 seasons now, hasn't done the deal. So if you want me to give you an opinion of that window, of a rating, to me, it's got to be at least maximum 2. Maximum. He knew we had a weak squad. He got rid of players that we could have used this season. Why? I question that. Why? For what reason? It's not like we need the money. We're not a poor club. We have money. Yes, all right, they've got to balance the books on wages, but hey, whose fault is that? He's let people come in here on stupid wages, dare I say it, Havertz. Stupid money a week. For what? What has he contributed? And I can't remember who it was. It's the first season, I believe, I might be wrong, but somebody did pop into a chat I was on the weekend. First season, we haven't had any players hit double digits scoring goals. So what's that tell you? And yet again, he lets players go out the door. Tierney's going back to Celtic for no money. Shocking. Personally, when that gentleman came into the club, he interacted with Martinelli. They had a great rapport with each other. Martinelli was scoring goals because he can cross the ball and Tierney was overlapping him to give him the ability to get free, to get in the box and score goals. This manager is a fraud and a fake. And sadly, unless Berta can get him out the door, we're stuck with him again. I don't trust him with any more money at all. He clearly doesn't have the ability to get the players in we need because it's his dream to do it his way. But the thing is, before I shut up, Carl, his way has failed now for 5 seasons. December will be entering his 6th year. Are we going to sit here and accept this abject failure? But unfortunately, there are way too many Arsenal fans that do accept failure. We dismiss the domestic cups now. Are we that big a club that we can afford to do that when we haven't won anything? We haven't got out of the 4th round of the FA Cup. This guy fails most of the time in the 3rd round. We went out to a 10-man team, Man United, on penalties. Shocking. Especially after what Man United have achieved this season. Nothing. We should have absolutely destroyed them. But went out to Nottingham Forest. Sorry, I lie. Newcastle United. I like Newcastle, but we should be beating them in a 2-leg semi-final. No, we couldn't do it. This man is an arrogant man, and we ain't going to change anytime soon. I'm very sorry to say that and disappoint everybody, but they'll get along, gang. They'll all be praising it up for the next season, and that's all I can say about it, really.
They will be lording it up. They're trying to lord up every player in this summer window, but they're going to be great and so on. But I think a lot of people have said that it doesn't matter who we bring in, it looks more likely that Arteta is just going to be the same manager doing the same crap over and over again. We know that he ain't going to get the best out of players. He got given a golden opportunity to give Ethan and Wembley the minutes that he actually needed, maybe even force the position of Martin Odegaard because he's been playing absolutely god-awful this season, and instead reverted to give him 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes coming off the bench. I think it was something like he's played like a grand total of just under 900 minutes throughout the entire season, which if you look at it, it equals to around about 11 games, roughly. That's not enough for a 17-year-old who's trying to make an impact. Static, we'll head over to you. What was your first thoughts on the window? Because obviously Calafiori was a typical player who you see him in the World Cup and you think, oh, he actually had a decent World Cup and so on. He goes to a big side and after that World Cup and then he falls off a cliff. Well, I don't think Calafiori was off a cliff. I think he was just on the floor still when we bought him because he was average at best. And then there's Mikel Moreno, a certain YouTuber. I think he's called Lee Gunner. Not sure. Might be. Described him as the third best midfielder for Real Sociedad. Behind Mendes, behind Zubamendi, who again we're linked with. Will we get him? God knows how long. But Moreno, I've seen him enough in midfield and he's been absolutely toilet water. Again, this manager is misprofiling players. And talk about this 180-page dossier. It just hasn't been good enough, has it, bruv?
I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, Cole. First of all, it was actually the Euros, not the World Cup that Calafiori lost. That's fine. It's all the same. But he was all right in the Euros, but like I said, I never wanted Calafiori in the first place because it's just the fact that we've already got too many defenders as it is. And the fact that we still had Zinchenko at the club, it's like, what was the point of signing him? And also, to sign him was just a waste of time. And to sign Mikel Merino as well was just another waste of time. Like the wrong players we did not need. We wasted money on both players when we clearly needed a striker as well as another winger to compete with Saka as well as at least a 10. Because Odegaard, I'm sorry, he is not a 10. He's an 8. He's not consistent enough to be a playmaker at a 10 from what I've seen. And I've seen compared to, for example, James Maddison. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get James Maddison, but obviously, if I could always compare Odegaard and Maddison and just two very different players, and I think that's Rashid. But yeah, just the transfer window itself, I personally gave it 0 out of 10, and I still stick with it because, like I said, we didn't do what was required to to go for the league this season. We failed yet again.
He did fail. Northside and Rashid have just arrived into the building. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you two are good. We'll get to you as soon as we can. Lion Tex, we're going to start off with the first little part of the season, okay? You can always tell from a team how they think they're going to do by setting the tone in their first 1 or 2 games. That Wolverhampton game was, we won 2-0, but the scoreline literally covered up the performance that it was. It was mediocre. It was mediocre. It was depressing, and we kind of looked at it and gone, "We're not in for a title race here." And Matty Southern Gouda, big up to Matty. He said it from day one. He said we're in a top 4 race, not a title race.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, Carl. Like, I said the same thing from like the end of last season. I was saying that we ain't gonna achieve nothing with this manager. Because at the end of the day, yeah, this manager is just not good enough, bro. And we saw by the summer, yeah, we needed a striker. Man's buying two defenders, well, defensive players, and out of form fucking Sterling, who Chelsea didn't even want. And that was a panic buy because we flipping left it so long without signing any players, bruv. We wasted the whole of that summer, doing jack shit, bruv. And then we're surprised when the season goes where it is. We all knew that injuries was gonna come. You know what I mean? Ben White was playing with an injury for the first 3 months, bruv. And Arteta knows all of this, because he came out in his post-match the other day saying about Timber that, he's been injured for weeks. So why the fuck are you playing him then? No, I mean, like, these kind of things is what, like, really annoys me about this manager, bruv. That's why I don't want him here, bruv, because he's not good enough, bro. He is not good enough. Like, he just runs all our players into the ground. You know what I mean? Like, he has his favourites. It doesn't matter, like, who's on form or who's not on form. If you're his favourites, bruv, you're playing every game, bruv. Like, it's a joke, man. Honestly, like, the first part of the season was like, it was just a sign of things to come, really and truly. Because the performances were crap. Like, half of the games, we were just sitting there falling asleep because we're so bored. You know what I mean? Boring us to sleep. Whether it was Champions League, whether it was the Premier League, Carabao Cup. You know what I mean? It's the same shit, man. And then we have the opportunity to actually get to a final, and this man can't get it up, bruv. Like, I think he needs Viagra or something, bruv, because, like, things are not flowing down there. You get me? Pause. You know what I mean? But it's true though, fam, man. This man he just can't get over the line. He's not good enough. He's never been good enough. I don't know why he got the job. Like, and the PR for this manager has just been sensational since he's been there, bruv. I can't lie. Because I look at this man here and I look over the last 5 years and I think, like, all these top gooners say, they took us from the mud. They don't seem to realize he's the one that put us in the mud in the first place. He's the one that finished 8th. It wasn't Emery. Emery got sacked. You still finished 8th. Yeah, we won the FA Cup. And then you finished 8th again. You know what I mean? So who's literally put us in the mud? You did, bruv. You know what I mean? And all you're doing is trying to undo your fuck-ups, which is still amounting to nothing, bro. So we've just wasted 5 years of nothing, bro. While we're watching all of these teams, winning trophies ahead of us. But people want to explain the 5 processes. It's mad, fam. Like, did Crystal Palace need the process? No.
No.
You know what I mean? Did Newcastle need the process this season? No. Did Tottenham? This is the one that triggered me the most, the fact that Tottenham won the trophy. And that was it for me. Like, I just stopped. I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. Like, no top goon has ever chat to me about this team, bro. Don't chat to me, bro. You know what I mean? You cannot make no more excuses, bro. The excuses are done. They were done a long time ago. You know what I mean? But they're fully gone now. You know what I mean? So he's just biding his time, fam. It's only a matter of time before this man is sacked, man. And I can't wait. You know what I mean? Because I've waited long enough. And I don't even really want him to get this next season, but I know he's going to be here. So he's just going to finish himself up, man. Shang Tsung and that, bruv. You get me? So, like, it is where it is, man. But, yeah, it's just get him out, man. Just get him out. I'm tired, bro.
Yep, I think we're all in the same boat as you, mate. Andy G's put in a very good comment here. Did you see how much money the club is getting for finishing second? I think it was something on the region of about 187 million, I think. That was what they were getting in their winnings, which if that is the case, then we should be using that towards getting better players. But we know where that money's going to end up going, don't we? It's going to end up in the Kroenke's back pocket. It was going to end up going to the new added additions to the Emirates Stadium, making it bigger and so on. But we'll get to Reshi in a minute. Nat Star, big up, man. Hope you're well. There's been some excuses from the top gooners and so on regarding of injuries, red cards, dodgy VAR decisions. There's a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, it's all to do with that," that's their copium and so on. I'm about to debunk this theory right now, so I'm going to bring something up here, and I want your say on it. Sorry if I cover anybody's faces in this one. Without in the Premier League table, notice the fundamental difference. Liverpool is still at the top, and we're still second.
Mhm.
So please, Natstar, mud them.
Well, guys, it is the history of the Asna. Apparently we are the only team that is flooded with injuries. The whole footballing world's against us. Do you know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. It's like no other team on the planet, never mind in Europe, has as many injuries, has as many like suspensions, has as many refereeing decisions go against us than us. Why always Arsenal? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Victimhood FC, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Never mind no pressure FC. We are victim FC, bro. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Remember that one, guys? Remember that? Yeah. So back once again for the Renegade Master and all of that. Like, for me, doesn't shock me. But then looking at this table right now, you know what they're going to say, guys? You know what they're going to say, right? Oh, but if we got like an extra win with that in mind, then we would have won the league. Well, no. Other teams, mainly Liverpool, who won the fucking league, would have done enough anyway to do the job like they already did. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a much of a muchness, to be honest. Like, I don't see how and why, these Arteta lovers, these lovies, right, keep complaining, keep making excuse after excuse after excuse. I'm damn near sick of speaking about it, to be honest with you. But at the same time, we know what's going to happen next season. Leatherhead will still be here. We'll get a few players in, at the very least. And then by Christmas, watch what happens by the time we get to Christmas. You think we're going to be first or second or even third?
Nope.
I'm not convinced at all, bro. At all. Yeah. This is just my opinion personally. I think he's gone by Christmas only because we're going to be sliding down that table. Yeah. Best believe that. And he'll probably get another year, another season. But I just want this fucking fraud, this scumbag out of the football club. We will not move on. We will not get to where we need to be. No progression. No, it takes time. No dreaming, Martin Luther King settings and all of that. No. It's trophies now. It is literally win or fuck off because we are all tired of this shit. People in the chat, everyone on the panel, this is what it's about. When you have the likes of Palace, when you have the likes of Newcastle, fucking Tottenham, all winning this season. Chelsea could win tomorrow night. Liverpool won the title. That's potentially 5 teams, definitely 4 already. Like, when is it going to end? Like, at what point do these bullshitters, these clout chasers, realize that, look, enough is enough? This has gone way too far. It's like a bad joke being told over and over and over again, rinsing the hell out of that shit. And then now, what? We're just going to hope and see what happens. Like, look at them players. After Newcastle, after Southampton, they've already clocked out. You think they're going to turn up next season? Arteta's been there damn near 6 years. They had enough of him this season. probably some of them last season in 22-24. I mean, like, it's beyond a joke. This is abysmal. This is disgraceful. But again, all those 4 or 5 teams that I mentioned that have already won trophies, one potentially going to win a trophy tomorrow night. This is the result of it takes time. Backing a manager when the football club is the star. It's about that. The fans are way more important than just one fucking guy, the manager. And let's be real, it's more about the club, just the manager, because the players are actually out there on the pitch trying to win the game. But they can't win the game because Lego Head is vicariously playing through these players and shit. Like it's fucking FIFA. What the hell are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? I'll end it on this, right? Before I ramble on anymore. When Lego Head gets potted, and he will get potted, I don't want to hear shit from the likes of Igal, Christian, Stricto, anyone else. You know their names and all that shit. The usual suspects. Mm-hmm. There are no more excuses this year. No more excuses for this up and coming season. I don't want to hear nada. And when he goes, you lot can fuck off with him. Jim Jones, Captain Black looking ass motherfucker. Because I'm absolutely done with this shit. Completely. Get him gone, and then we can start being an elite football club once again. Best believe that.
Facts, mate.
Facts, mate. I could not agree with you anymore. Big up the prosperity. We had injuries, they said. Spurs had 3 attacking injuries. They won the Europa League. Yeah, makes it stupid. Makes it ridiculous. Rashid, big up, man. It's been a while since you come on. Bukayo Saka, I'm going to lead you on to this, okay? He goes down with an injury, and we could all tell that he was going to be injured over the last 2 seasons, being ran into the ground, not being subbed off properly, playing in absolute meaningless games that he didn't have to play in. He comes back, and I'll be very honest with you, he certainly didn't look match fit. He looked fit from obviously the recovery of the injury, but he didn't look match fit. Playing off adrenaline, trying to get through it and so on. I have had arguments with a few people on X and a few people on a couple of streams where I said we should not be playing Bukayo Saka full stop. This is a grade 3 tear hamstring injury, and if he ends up freaking redoing it again next season, you've just shortened his career. Or rather, Arteta has shortened his career. And it's not so much as that. Kai Havertz, despite the fact we all think he's a freaking useless donkey. He's Dominic the Christmas donkey, right? He goes down with a teared hamstring. So too Gabriel Jesus. He's now on his 4th bloody surgery. He'll be very lucky to play football again at a proper high professional level, because that's going to kill your speed. That's going to kill your technical ability. 4 scars on your knees. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
That's nothing you don't want to see. The injuries are piled up, and we only have ourselves to blame for this because, once again, we didn't re-establish ourselves in the window. We sold off Smith Rowe. We sold off Eddie Nketiah, who, by the way, won an FA Cup with Crystal Palace. Sent Nelson out on loan. Fabio Vieira out on loan. And didn't get no reinforcements on top of that. So we can tell already from that point that something was going to go badly wrong already. Talk to me, bruv.
I want to start with just to kill this whole idea of because we didn't have Saka this season, we didn't win the league. Saka's a good player, but let's be real, we had more points without him than with him in the team. Going back to the injuries, I'm sorry, Arteta. Yeah, last season you didn't have any injuries, but you still didn't win it. So nothing really changed. This season you came in, like you said, he didn't come prepared. He's taken over a team and we have more injuries than probably players fit. You've got Timber out with an injury as well. Declan Rice. These players are never going to be the same. Well, it's a 50-50. They might be the same, they might not be. So this manager has killed the talent that we have in this team. That not that much, not a lot of talent, but like players, for example, Timber, for example, Rice, do you know what I'm saying? Saka. These are kind of players that are very crucial for the team. And now they're all out with injuries. You can't even sell on these players. Not talking about even Havertz, Gabriel Jesus. These are all dead players. You can't sell them. You can't sell them because they're teams that are going to come in. They're not going to give you the money that you want. We were talking about it on no stream. We were talking about Berta. Well, Berta used to work with someone called Diego Simeone. Simeone used to get players and make them better. Make them better. Who's really better on this manager? If he's not better, he's injured. The best ones that he has are injured because of constantly playing them. Constantly playing Saka. Because when we told them, do you want a player to compete with Saka and Odegaard? Oh, but you'll affect his progression. These fans said it too. They said that it will affect his progression. Go back 3 years or 4, around that time. There are fans out there that said it will affect their progression. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's the same fans that said, I would rather keep Martinelli than get Mbappe. You look at the Champions League, yeah? Inzaghi spent 200 million, won 2 trophies, won 2 finals. You got Hansi Flick, phase 1, won a trophy, got to the semi-final. Phase 1. With a bunch of kids. You can't tell me that it was already when he came. A bunch of kids and a 40-year-old striker. I know he's not 40, but the point is like a very old striker and a bunch of kids. He got the semi-final. And he won the league. You go to Luis Enrique, phase 1 again. Oh, but they have money. It's not the same. But my friend, Arteta had the money. Right now, all of us can agree that we need, not just all of us, most of the Arsenal fans will agree, we need at least 7 players, 7 or 8 players in this team. Why? Because this manager has misspent the money. The players that we bought that were shit, that were unnecessary for the team, didn't even use them. Let's be real. He didn't even use them. He didn't use Lokonga. He didn't give him time like Odegaard. Why didn't he give him time like Odegaard? Regardless of if he's good or not. Sterling, why didn't he give him time? We waited for Martinelli all season to score 6 goals. Come on. Why didn't you give them time, these players? Because every time you don't give time for a player, I see that he's even better, even better than the player that we have. You've got maybe Timber, Saliba, and Gabriel. That's about it. They're the only 3 players that you can really sell. Saka and Rice are untouchable, obviously, but like it's a problem. And we've got 100 million now. I know that people are saying, "Oh no." I think it's true. I'll be real. I think it's true. I've seen it before. 100 mil. That's what we got. Because when they were asked about Rodrigo, that was won everything. 100. All they needed is his package was like 100 million. Oh, that's too much to spend. Oh, is that too much to spend? How are you gonna buy us Gyökeres? How are you gonna buy us Leao? How are you gonna buy us this player and that player? We need 7 players, bro. We need 7 players. Then most of them are gonna be shit. I would rather you buy me 3 players that are top class, world class, right now with this team, yeah? 3 players that are world class or 2 players that are world class that can have an instant impact right now, like Rodrigo and Gyökeres. Instantly, the team is better. And then get us this project players. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how other teams run. But we haven't even started any. We're just talking, always interest, profiling, watching, observing, using just words. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad, bro. Like, when are we gonna start? I want Romano to say in talks. Do you know what I'm saying? I want the done deal. Oh, but a done deal is not a complete deal. So it's always, do you know what I'm saying? Always worrying with this club. But yeah, man, I'll end it on this. Yeah, it's a problem. Squeezing. There you go. Big up to you, CPT crew. Squeezing. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? But yeah, man, it is what it is. Let's just hope for the best. That's all I said on this channel, man. Let's just hope for the best. I don't see anything. I don't see it, bro. I think maybe we'll get one good player, and the rest are just players that we don't want or we just don't need, or but thereabouts the same. Like, for example, you were asked about Leao. I just think Leao is just a little bit better than Martinelli. This is what we always do. We never upgrade on a player to the point where we don't need to go out and sign more players. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on the whole squad situation.
Absolutely spot on, mate. Couldn't agree with you more. Northside, thanks for jumping on, buddy. I'm going to give you a list of words here from Arteta's press conferences, and I think we can all safely agree over the last few months they've been getting more and more fucking crazy and deluded as the weeks have gone by. Vibes, incredible positivity, circumstances, percentage, value, everybody, togetherness, family, build, best of the rest. That's a fucking new one in itself. Goosebumps, excitement, tummy. Club needs to act like a big club, and so on. All these words, all these phrases that he is using, is nothing more than flipping gaslighting. It's nothing more than straight up narcissism. And we've said this for time now, is that you can tell when a manager is under increasingly amount of pressure by what he says at his press conferences. You know, I recall when we had a new manager for my NFL team, the first few press conferences, I was like, nah, this guy's not floating my boat right now. And it took me 7 weeks to realize he was not a good coach. I wanted him out after 7 weeks. This manager has gotten worse and worse and worse in every single press conference. And some of it is just cringy. Some of it makes your blood boil. And some of it we're just rolling on the floor, picking up our kidneys. What do you say that? What do you say that, Northside?
He can add the word loser to his list of words. Because that's all it really translates into. Loser. You're a loser. You know, and the thing, you look at Arsenal, you're like, what are we? What are we? Because everyone of my generation from the 90s, we were known to play good football. We unearthed really good players. We were at the forefront of getting a lot of players, French players, into this league. We could see value in players, you know, some teams overlooked or didn't want to give enough chances, like Thierry Henry. And the type of players we used to bring in, we saw Man City get into money, going and getting our best players, Clichy and players like that. Those are the kind of clubs like Chelsea, Man City, Barcelona. They used to come to Arsenal and try and take our best players. That was the level of the players that we used to recruit. That was the type of level of players that clubs went. We had a striker that Fergie said, you know what, I need that striker to win the league. Is any of the top teams right now take any of our strikers? Any of our midfield, could any of them replicate what Wilshere done against Barcelona? Cooking that Barcelona team by himself. Can any of our midfielders do what Alex Song did when we got rid of Fabregas and he was holding it down as a DM, holding it down and creating opportunities and cooking? Has any of our strikers got the ability, the striking ability of Podolski? Has any of our wingers got the ability to take the game by the scruff of the neck like Alexis Sanchez? Is any of our wingers on the same level as Antonio Reyes or Pires? Are they? I don't think so. This club is not, even like I said, even from my generation, it's not what it used to be. We don't play the best football in the league. We don't scout players and make them genuine world-class or top players. We don't have we no longer have a an academy and a bench that we can use in the cup games just to get us to the quarterfinals, semi-finals before we even need to rotate. This is what we used to be like in my generation anyway, as far as I can remember. That's what we used to be. David Bentley didn't make it at Arsenal. No one gave a shit. Miachi didn't make it at Arsenal. No one gave a shit. No one cared. You're either good enough or not good enough. Carlos Vela didn't make it at Arsenal. No one cares. Sell him to La Liga. Not good enough. Bentner, you're not of the level. Goodbye. Sonogo, you're not of the level. Goodbye. No one cares. Goodbye. See you later. See you later. Now what are we? What are we known for? We're not even known for winning cups anymore. We're not even known for that. And that weren't good enough. What are we? I don't know what we are. We used to play Barcelona-esque football. We used to play amazing football. You'd want to replicate it. But we'd win trophies as well. Now, what are we? We can't. When's the last time we got a manager ahead of the curb? Let's even be real. Even when we got Unai Emery, that was still thinking small because he's only a specialist at winning, European Cup. And I'd still take Unai Emery, but he's not guaranteed to win your Prem. He's not guaranteed to win your Champions League. So we're not ahead of the curve of identifying managers. We're not ahead of the curve of identifying talent around Europe. We're not ahead of the curve in terms of play style. We're not great sellers. We don't sell our assets well here. What we known for here? Literally merchandise and bottling league titles. This club, it's just a facade. So this manager can talk all this crap about transmit and showing teeth and all this crap I hear him talking about. No one cares, man. No one cares. Just win us trophies. I never saw the George Graham era, but you know what? I'll take that if it means I win trophies. We're sitting here again and we're seeing once again, before I finish, we're linked to Mbeumo, we're linked to Mitoma, we're linked to Gyökeres, we're linked to Sesko, we're linked to all these players once again. We got Berta now. Some people in the chat are saying, oh, Rashid, this ain't Football Manager. Okay, so why are you gassing up Berta then? Because on one thing, you're talking about Berta's gonna sort everything out. So then we're giving our requirements as to Jez wants this player, Rashid wants this, Aaron wants this, Carl wants this. But then you're telling us it's not Football Manager. Why are you hyping us Berta then? Either he can get the job done or he can't, innit? Either he's good at getting deals done or he ain't. It's almost like they're gassing it up, but then as soon as we're putting expectation, then they're like, calm down, guys, calm down. You know what I mean? Don't ask for too much. Ain't Football Manager. What do you not want? You want the best thing. You gas up this manager being the best in class. You tell us Berta's an amazing sporting director. You're telling us that we got all this money to spend. The owners are behind the project. You tell us that we've got all these great youngsters. As soon as we start applying pressure, well, hold on. Relax. It takes time. There's context and there's situations that were out of our hands. VAR, the referee. Bro, I don't get it. Either you're behind this, yeah? Either you're going to get... No, man is saying Northside football isn't simple. It's only complicated for us. It's only complicated for us. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you can't gas every aspect of this club. Manager, player, sporting director, everything. And then when we have expectations, all of a sudden, yeah? Oh, no. You guys are asking for too much. Oh, you guys think it's easy. You guys... Okay, but which one is it then? Are we ready to be winners or we're not ready to be winners? Is this project going to lead to trophies or is it not? It's always half-hearted with this fan base. Gas it up. And then when we want results, well, let's look at the market. It's not easy to sign players. Well, it's easy for us to sign duds. It's easy for us to sign duds. So why is it easy to sign duds and not easy enough to sign top players? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the rubbish. I'm tired of the excuses. And for me, bro, like I'm just not putting too much energy into this transfer window because it's just very like Arsenal for Arteta to speak it up, the club to speak up, all this rubbish and for us to underdeliver. So I don't know. I just want Arteta gone. And the biggest embarrassment is Ange actually had the balls to say, I win trophies. Something that this manager's had 5 years has not had the balls to say. I win trophies. And he told them when they're going to expect a trophy. Year 2, I win trophies. That's gutsy. You got to respect that. You got to respect Ange for saying that. I win, bro. Not, but context, but because Arteta's been saying, yeah, but we're so close and we're almost there and we get there and people think, oh, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Bro, stop being a coward. Tell us when we're supposed to expect a trophy. Ange said it. They called him a clown. They mocked him. They took the piss. Even I took the piss. Delivered. I respect that, man. I respect that. He's like, yeah, you may not believe in me. I'm going to get the job done. Even at Spurs, I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to tell you when and I deliver. As much as I hate Spurs, I got to respect Ange for that. Because he showed that, yo, I don't care. I'm going to deliver. You know what I mean? And you got to respect that. This manager is always avoiding of, Mikel, do you need a striker? Oh, internal solutions. Look how good Havertz looks in training. Look at his thighs. Look at his biceps. Look at his hips. All this bullshit.
It's too simplistic.
It's true. Bro, what he told one journalist, oh, did you see him? Oh, he bulked up. Oh, it's incredible, guys. Incredible, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, man. You talk about a man like this. Batty man. Batty man. I'm just gonna call it for his batty man. I'll never be looking at a guy. You'll never catch me looking at a guy going, oh, look at the hips, look at the thighs, look at the oh my days, look how
body's incredible.
My days. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, bro, come to my granddad's house talking like that, he would have got cast.
It's not looking good, bruv.
You come into my granddad's living room talking about how bulky your friend's legs are, and bro, you're getting finished. You know what I'm saying? You're getting finished, bro.
Sadistic slap.
Away with that. You know what I mean? But anyway, but it is what it is. Like I said, I just want him out, man. I just want him out. Just get him out. You know what I mean? And internal solutions. The last thing I'll say, get me Renee. You don't want to get other managers out of a contract, get Renee. She's already here. Get Renee. Please bring Renee to the men's team. I think she deserves it. You know what I mean? And probably bring through some of the women's as well, because they got more balls than the men. So bring them through as well. And maybe we'll move forward. But for me, I'm tired of hearing this manager, bro. I'm tired of it, bro.
I know. We're all sick of it. Aaron, glad to have you back, mate. Hope you're feeling a lot better, because you've not been well the last few days. So hope you're all good in that. I don't have the COVID cough sound effects on my platform, so can't do that today. Northside actually transitioned really well on it, because Rennie Sledgers, who won the Champions League with the women's team over the weekend, which is a fantastic achievement, by the way, on the Take Aim podcast, went on for about 25 minutes talking about how good it was. But then I also transitioned to the fact that how come is it? It's all right to turn around and say, but when managers across Europe and across the world, it takes them 1, maybe 2 years to win a league, or 1 or 2 years to win a cup, and so on. That's all well and fine. But when the manager of Arsenal women in her first season has only been there since October of last year, goes on and to win the biggest accolade that you can in women's club football at European level, and only the second time in our history have we won it. The last time we won it was back in 2007. I was 16. I was finishing school at the time. That's muddied this manager even more, because now she's gone and won a major in her first year. And here's what I will point out as well. Josh Kroenke. Now, as much as we could say how much about our owners, okay, he was there at the final. He was smiling from ear to ear when they lifted up their trophy. And he got his first grasp, his first touch of what actual major silverware feels and looks like. Surely that's got to be a clock ticking in his brain right now saying, okay, maybe you don't need 5 years to go and win a title. Maybe you don't need 5 years to win a trophy. Because he has said, what was his press conference at the start of the season? He wants to win major trophies. Stan never said that. Stan never, ever, ever said that. Josh, on the other hand, said that off the bat. Is that surely this manager's running out of time, and I think he will be gone by the end of the season. by the end of next season, rather. But can he be gone sooner rather than later? Because what Kroenke has just done or just witnessed, he'll be like, well, I want some more of that. The minute you get that first sweet taste of silverware, you want it more. Becomes an addiction.
Yeah.
What do you say to that, bruv?
Yeah, well, first off, sorry for being so late. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush as to why. It's Northside's fault. 150% Northside's fault. It's all him. He said he dropped the S bomb on me. Yeah, we was just rappling up the stream all nicely, and then he mentioned cold pint of Stella, and then I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, Northside, I've got to go to the shop and get myself one now. I don't think he can hear or not. Look at him. Yeah, he's just an innocent little bastard to the right and to the left of me. Yeah, it's all his fault. Blame him. 150% Northside. But now, big up for having me on, man. Big up to the panel. Big up to the chat. Look, man, I don't actually think it makes a difference in the world of Arteta because he's such a narcissist. He probably don't even care. He don't care that Tottenham have humiliated him by winning the trophy. He don't care that the women's team humiliated him by winning the trophy. He don't care that Eddie Howe humiliated him by winning the trophy. He don't care that Crystal Palace humiliated him and winning a trophy. In Mikel Arteta's head, he's unsackable. He's numero uno. He's such a narcissist. It's not going to make any difference to him. That's the worrying thing. Do I think he's going to be sacked? I don't know. I think we're going to have to be very, very, very bad next season for him to do that, for him to be sacked. And the frustrating thing that I find myself in, bruv, is that I can foresee us being very, very, very bad. I can see it. Everyone on the panel, they're like, yeah, we can all see it. If we don't get the summer right, we're all like, yeah, is there a foreseeable thing where we're all like, yeah, we'll probably be fifth by Christmas? Yeah, I can see that. I can realistically see that. You know, we're looking at the likes of Liverpool now, yes, replacing Trent, bang, Frimpong. They've got their left back in. I keep forgetting what his name is. They're right on the tail of that Florian Wirtz. All they need is a striker once they've got there, and they're going to be a scary proposition. Do you reckon Newcastle are going to rest on their laurels? They are aching to spend, bruv. Aching to spend. Chelsea, even though, you know what I mean, they've not been too much of a threat, will also win a trophy, by the way, most likely. They'll still probably spend. They'll eventually spend their way to the title, 150% about it. It might not be next season or season after. They will get there because money will eventually get them there. So you got Chelsea there. You got Manchester City. They ain't waiting around. What are we doing? Bro? Do you know what I mean? We need to start acting like a big football club because all these clubs behind us, right up our arsehole, they're ready to come and take our place, our second place trophy. They're ready. They're waiting. Look, it's frustrating, bro. You know what I mean? To sit here and the season's just finished. The season technically ain't even over because there's still a European game to play. And we're all scratching our heads thinking, for fuck's sake, I'm dreading next season. We don't win anything. I wish the ladies winning that European trophy would spark something in top of their head to get some wheels ticking over and Arteta's going, oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, it does take time. Bro, I've already done a show about this. Since Kenny Dalglish got promoted and within 3 seasons, he won the Premier League, to Alex Ferguson winning it, to Arne Slot winning it. On average, it takes every single manager 2.2 years to win the Premier League. And that's with trophies all in between. We're at 5.5 under Mikel Arteta, and we're nowhere near fucking closer. In fact, we're getting further away from it. How do I know we're getting further away from it? Because we've won 8 games less than we have last season. We've drew 9 more games than we did last season. That's ridiculous. We've scored 22 goals less than we did last season. We've conceded 5 more than we did last season. We've got 27 worse off goal difference. We've got 15 points less than we did at this stage last season on 38. We're 8 points off further away from the league winners than we was. We're regressing in every single metric. Every single one of them. But not even just like, oh, we're 1 point behind or 2 goals here, 2 goals there. Some of them are 20s. They're in their 20s. That's a fucking drop-off. That's not 5 or 6 goals. Like the defence, you could say, oh, yeah, 29 conceded last year, 34 conceded this year. You know, it's still not better, but it's mere. The goal's 22 less. 15 points less than last season. This ain't no tiny little gap. That's a fucking landslide. That's regression. That is proper regression. Look at us getting humiliated. We found out that we are at best 150% at best a quarterfinal side. Do you know why we're at best a quarterfinal side? Because we got taken the fucking piss out of in every single leg that we had. Newcastle home 2-0 took the piss out of us. Away 2-0 took the piss out of us. PSG 1-0 took the piss out of us. PSG again took the piss out of us. In all games, all 4 lost. Never really in any of them ties. If you added up that 360 minutes of them whole 4 games, we were probably in the tie for about 10 of them. It's ridiculous. And we're expecting to sit there and now go, oh, yeah, just because Bert's come in the door. Just because Bert has what? He ain't done anything yet. Granted, it's only 27th of May, but we've still only got from the 27th of May to work with. And guess what? We've also got the last 5 years. And the last 5 years are shit. The last 5 years are terrible. They're not anywhere near where good enough. I mean, bro, to answer your question, I just think Mikel Arteta only thinks about Mikel Arteta. I don't think he cares about anyone else but Mikel Arteta. And do you know what the problem is with Mikel Arteta is? He don't learn. It takes him too long to learn if he does. And we'll just be walking into the same old shit next season because whilst he might have better players to play with, once Bert comes through the door, fingers crossed, he's still going to be the same useless shit manager. And that is just fact. And I bloody pray that his sacking is sooner rather than later because this club will always, always, always be strained and pulled backwards while this prick's in charge of this football club. It's fact. Sorry for going on.
Only one way to say that. You were spot on there, bud. Spot on there.
Frustrating.
No, it's frustrating. It is completely frustrating. I've got some star chats to go through here. Aaron, you're not even streaming on your channel yet, and you're still getting some money.
What's that?
You had a couple of super chats that's come through on my thing here, and it's actually.
I don't think they're on mine.
Well, they came through my list here, and I signed it, and then it's like gone through. Okay, there was just two super chats of £2 each, so whatever. Although Jams was doing it again, predictions for 25, 26. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Mate.
One for me and one for Jez.
One for you, one for Jez. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Don't send super chats on here for me. It's not my channel. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Please. No. It's not my channel.
No, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Oregon. So, Dow's in the building. Sack him now, as we already said. Some are so guilty. Said embarrassing. Colt taking over Arteta in successful season, according to AFTV. I mean, what we. It's getting stupid now because it is turning into a cult. What once is a following, it has now become a cult, and it's getting stupid. Why our fans also want every player the media mentions? Do we know any other player? Northside, I've jumped on your bench on your side of thing by saying, why don't we get Pavlidis? He's certainly a better technical player than Gyökeres, and he's got more to his game than Gyökeres has, and he will better suit our style better than Gyökeres will. But because he banged in nearly 50 plus fucking GA and whatnot, that's what these fans want. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Gyökeres, it is a very, very, very good player. You put him alongside Isak at Newcastle, then you got a two-headed monster to deal with. That'll be perfect for him. That'll be absolutely perfect for him. He comes to us, he might struggle. Oshman versus that Portuguese league. Coventry man is not even a debate, but everyone wants him for us for big money. Go along and get along, idiots. Yeah, that's true. I've rated Oshman for a while, and he's doing pretty decently in the Saudi league as it already is. Would any of you lot take Victor Oshman?
Nah, not for me.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say, yeah, like not for me. Like I've seen enough of him and how we play. Like he's not gonna get the service. Number one, number two. Even if he gets the service, like he's just gonna get drowned out. Like that fucking donkey, Kai Havertz, purple patch. What was he got? Like total goals? What 15? Probably less, like less than 10 Premier League goals. Yeah, he's been injured, but whatever. Like, I just don't see how he can really take us to the next level. Because where we're at right now, if we had a Victor Osimhen, I don't think we'd be that much better off. To be honest, that's just the way I see it. Whereas with a Victor Gyökeres, Pavlidis, whatever his name is, then yeah, we would be a lot better off. You know, because like to me, eye test is numero uno, and then the stats back up the eye test, not the other way round. Like the Get Along gang thinks that it does. And this is a problem with modern football. Modern football is beyond tapped. You have these fucking bozos with their fucking spreadsheets, like they're doing algebra back in school settings. You know, this ain't the Disney Channel, mate. This is fucking elite level football. Elite level football. And in elite level football, you've got to give us, the fans, results. Something to cheer for. Trophies. And after what the scum down the lane did only about a week or so ago, I'm not accepting anything less. I'm really not. You know,
how many of these players do you
honest,
think we actually get? These players we're linked to, right? How many do you think we'll actually get? Sorry to interrupt you, man, but that's an important point. Look, this has gone on for way, way too long, for season after season after season. Happened under Wenger. How many of them? Osimhen, Gyökeres, Sesko. How many of them do you actually think? Zupermendi. How many do you think you're actually going to get?
Jez, I can answer that.
I think we're
worst
going to
case,
get like a few, Jez, like 2 or 3.
Worst case,
yeah,
boys,
sorry,
worst case scenario. Yes, it's right. Worst case scenario, boys, will probably get a maximum of 4 players, and that's still not enough.
Yeah, but how many of them do you think we'd get?
One, Sesko.
Maybe one.
Yeah, I'd
One
say
or two.
that.
One or
I'd
two,
say-
Jez.
I'd say that.
No way. No way to. They would never put that kind of
Probably
money.
one.
It already told us. Rodrigo is too expensive.
Let's put the cards on the table.
Hmm.
Right, I've been saying this for a long time, over a season. There comes a point in time where a manager becomes notorious. And players that have come in and players that have left, we can name. Aubameyang, Lacazette, and all that lot, right? They talk to other players. They're all in an elite club. They're the top 1% in the world. When they go on international duty or they meet up in the summer or God knows whatever else they do, they talk to each other. They say, "Oh, how's your season been? How's it going then?" You know, blah blah blah. And a lot of these players are going to talk and say, for example, just a pure example, Zupermendi, right, might be talking to his buddy, who's a buddy of Saka, or he's a buddy of Martinelli, or he might be a buddy of an ex-Arsenal player like Aubameyang. And you say, how did you find your experience at Arsenal? You know, my agents possibly got an inroad for me going there. How was it? Well, you know what Aubameyang's going to say. Don't go there. The guy's a complete prick. He'll destroy your career. He'll treat you like a complete and utter see you next Tuesday. Now, this is the case in point, right? The other night at the ladies' UCL final, David Dean was there. Interesting. What's David Dean doing there? What was that about? He's nothing to do with the club no more. But he was there watching the Arsenal ladies.
He cares.
Do you not think David Dean is going to be talking to people? Do you not think that these players talk amongst themselves and say, nah, don't go and play for him. He won't let you play with the freedom you want. He won't let you do what you want to do on the field because it's his boring, typical style of football that he's generated under his management. He does not have the attraction to get in top flight players. I'm sorry. I don't see it. That's why we end up with people like Calafiore, Marino, because we'll pay them silly money through their agents because they're not doing anything at their clubs at that point in time. Oh, Arsenal will take you. Why have we got Sterling? Because Chelsea got him and he did shit. So, we'll take him on loan. This is where we are with this football club. We once had the attraction of being a club that people wanted to come and play for. We're not anymore. We're not going to get in top class players with this manager. Sorry. I've been here, seen it and done it. Right? We couldn't do it before Wenger's days, I'm talking about, before George Graham's days. We had one manager, Bruce Rioch, who did get in 2 killers. You know, David Platt and Bergkamp. Terry Neal couldn't do it. And don't sit there and tell me we didn't have any money at the time. We did have money. We just didn't have the attraction. Liverpool were the big team. People wanted to go to Liverpool. People wanted to go to Man United, not Arsenal. And this guy, Arteta, I'm sorry to disappoint anybody out there. I'm right. I've seen it. He ain't going to get the top flight in unless you go and pay absolutely stupid money. And once again, we're in a trouble situation, paying 350 bags a week for a player that's going to come here and go, fucking brilliant. 300 bags a week. Wow. Happy days, man. Do you remember Ozil? Remember what happened with him?
Yep.
Yeah. 300,000 a week. What did he do? Nothing. Because we have management. The only difference I see personally, before I shut up, is Andrea Berta will have the commanding hold of the reins and say, well, we ain't doing that, boys. But we can get this bloke in. We can get this bloke in. And we'll see how far Arteta can go. And if he's capitulating by Christmas, he's out the door. I'll tell you now, that's what will happen.
No, absolutely facts, mate. Absolutely facts. This comment makes me laugh. Arsenal should sign Mason Mount. Get that. You can stick that scrub where the sun don't shine, mate. There's no way. Jesus.
No.
I don't want that bozo anywhere near my club, frankly. AFC always, big up, mate. Hope you're well. Make sure everyone's links are pinned in the chat. If you can, please, bruv. That'll be absolutely brilliant. Obviously, touchline facts and Northside raid. So big up to Northside. Thank you for the raid, mate. Much appreciated. AFC 87 put, apparently Arsenal offered a 5-year deal for Gyökeres. Cool. Have they triggered the release clause? No, they haven't. So doesn't make a blind a bit of difference, frankly. No. Box form court cutter, Arteta in, league title coming next season. Okay, whatever, mate. Much appreciated. Question to you, Jez. Being the elder statesman of the panel, what has changed between the Highbury Arsenal and the Emirates Arsenal?
Way too much, mate. Highbury had an atmosphere. And football, in fairness, back then was different. It was pretty much community football. Arsenal weren't a brand. You know, we had a proper badge. That one. You know, one of history. When we moved from Highbury, when the Emirates was being built, loads of us were saying the club's going to be done. It's going to be finished. And I'm sorry, the Emirates is a fishbowl. And it's proven now that I would say, Aaron will know, you go, I would say 70%, maybe more, are not local fans anymore. Hence, when it comes to like 10 minutes before the end of the game, fans are walking out the door. they want to get in the train to hook off out to the Shires, which I find laughable personally, especially when it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. But the club died, man, when we left Highbury, because it had such history, had such an atmosphere. Any point in the ground, if you'd never been there, it is something special. It was a tight-knit ground. It was a small ground, admittedly. There's no way you could get... Well, actually, that's not true. I was going to say something there. I've been at Highbury when there's been 54,000 for Tottenham games and Man United games back in the 70s and 80s.
Was it standing, was it, Jez?
Not all standing, but he had the upper
wasn't it?
west,
Not-
he had the upper and upper west and upper east. But the bottom half was all terracing. And you were like that. Swear down. And it was not a nice, pleasant. It was a bit, I can only imagine, what must have happened at Hillsborough must have been horrific. But it was not a nice atmosphere. When you got 38,000 in the North Bank, because there was no real health and safety then, to be honest. And it was not a nice time. And those sort of Man United Tottenham games were a bit of a nightmare, because originally the capacity was 42,000. Then they reduced it. But in the 70s and 80s, you used to get, bad times. I mean, it was uncomfortable. That's why I told you the stories before. You know, you couldn't get to the toilets, man. People would piss down your leg.
I remember you telling me that before. Just
Well,
leave covered in piss.
Yeah, I mean, the front, at the end of the game, the gully down the front, that'd be just full of piss. And you can see it running down the bloody terrace. But
I bet it fucking stank Jez sometimes, isn't it? I mean, come on, man, yeah.
The North Bank toilets back then were disgusting anyway. You didn't even want to go in there.
They're not much better now, Jez. I'm not going to lie, mate. I don't know when the last time you've been. I know you give up your season ticket about was it 8 or so. Yeah. But they're not that great now. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. They're probably not as bad. I've got no reference point, but they ain't great now either, bruv.
No, but football's moved on. Unfortunately, for the worst in my opinion, to answer that question, football's moved on to the worst for atmosphere. Highbury had the atmosphere. The Emirates, to me, hasn't. But I think I was never going to like it because I've gone to Highbury for so long. It's like moving home, and you think, nah, I don't like this house. You know what I mean? Do you get it? Do you understand what I mean? You know, living around the area, you know, knew so many people that went to the games. It used to take me half an hour. There's no word of a lie. From my mum's house, my mum and dad's in Avenel Road, to get up Avenel Road into the concourse on the North Bank. It took me half an hour. You'd end up talking to people. You know, just chatting away. Then you'd have a bag of chips from a street vendor or a hot dog or whatever, and you end up chatting and all that. That was proper football, man. How
much? How much back in the day for a burger and chips? So I know how much it is now. It's about 13 bloody quid, even just from the vendor outside. How much was it back in the day? A little cheeky burger and chips.
Probably early mid 80s. Probably about $3.75, something like that. I mean, the burger's great.
Hang on. Hold up, Jez. Northside's got a bounce.
Right, man.
Northside, thank you for coming on, bruv. What have you got coming up on your channel, mate?
Big up to the panel, man. Yeah, just more exciting transfer news tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it,
nearly, you wanker.
I'm tired of it. I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest. It's long, man. I just sign the players. But listen, big up Jez. Big up Natster. Big up to all the panel. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all you guys. Love Carl for having me on as well. And yeah, man, just gonna have dinner and sort out the transfer news for tomorrow.
What's on the menu, North? What's on the menu, bro?
I got soup today.
Oh, you look well excited. Oh, fucking so
You're in trouble, Northside. You're in trouble, bro.
rough.
Build up them bones, man. Build up them bones, man.
Diet, man, diet. I was getting a pot belly. Look, no Maggies, I've drank no alcohol today. You see, no Magnum. Me and Jez are behaving. Normally, Jez has got the wine. I got
He has got the
Magnum,
wine.
you know,
You just haven't been.
Oh, he's got the wine.
You're not very observant tonight, are you?
He's got
Yeah,
the wine.
you made me go to the shop and get a couple of fucking tins and all Northside. I'm invoicing you for them 4 beers, by the way, man. I'm invoicing you for them. Yeah, come on, man.
Listen, big up, man. Big up to everyone, man. And I'll speak.
Big up.
Big up,
Take care,
North.
Northside.
Pick up, bro.
Big up North, man.
Yeah, big up North.
I'm going to bounce as well, man, because
By all means,
I'm
bro.
going to go and have a proper French meal tonight.
Is
Mull,
it snails?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Frog's leg. It's just happens if frog leg.
Is it toes?
I like frog's legs. I've actually got some escargot. We're having mulls and chips with big, proper, crusty French bread.
Le baguette.
La
The
baguette.
baguette.
La baguette.
Oh, enjoy, Jazz.
Do
Man.
that, man. Anyway, gentlemen,
Bonsoir.
all of you.
Mons too.
Bon nuit this time. Bon nuit's good night.
Au revoir, Dress.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, Jess.
Take care, Jazz.
Right.
Big up, Jez. As always,
Take
Godfather.
care. See you tomorrow.
Enjoy.
Take
Take
care.
Take care, Jess.
Take a
Chill.
Normski, welcome aboard, mate. You've been sitting there very, very patiently. We've been going through what's basically what has happened throughout the entire season. It's been an absolute mess from start to finish, from the signings to the start of the season to the injuries being labeled as excuses. The manager once again can't get out of his own fucking way if his life depended on it. But one subject we haven't talked about, big boy Andre Berta. Andre Berta, mate. How much difference is he going to be now that he's sporting director? But how much control is he going to have, and how much reign is he going to have over Arteta? Because now the Conkeys look like they've had enough of him saying you've blown 750 million in the last 5 years. There's nothing to show for it. There's a reason being why they never gave him any money in January. Probably because they paid Berta to get here.
Yeah.
So, how much confidence do you have in Berta turning this ship around?
Well, listen, I'm glad that the Cronkies decided that enough is enough. Yeah. And silently they're going about it the right way. Arteta is probably sitting there thinking, oh boy, I think there was a footage of him sitting next to Josh Kroenke at the Southampton game. Josh's face wasn't pleasantly smiling at all. He looked quite serious. He must be thinking to himself, look, all this money I've spent and you're just about beating Southampton. I think Berta will have some real significance in the club in terms of how he goes about the transfer business. I think short term, because at the moment there's this speculation about the infighting that's going on, and whether he wants Gyökeres and Arteta wants Sesko. I think I'm confused at the moment because at the moment I don't know who's holding up the process at the moment. That's the problem. I don't know who's holding up the process because maybe they had already sorted out signings before because obviously Zubimendi looks like he could be coming. Arteta's got his eyes set on Sesko, but I think that's just going to be a wrong move. But regardless of probably whoever comes in, I think Nasta said it. Whoever comes in, are they going to really make a difference? And I think the reason why I don't think they're going to make a difference is because of the way Arteta coaches this side and the style of play significantly. He needs to change his style of play, and it don't matter what kind of top striker you bring in. If Gyökeres is scoring 40 odd goals or whatever, count that, get that down to 15 if he plays for Arsenal. because he'll have him tracking back, yeah, and not playing in his role as a proper striker. And that's what Arteta does. You know, it's Space Jam. Yeah, he does Space Jams on attacking players. Literally deprives them of their, their quality in front of goal. And I think with him coming to the, if he does come, which I hope he does, but it's very much everything's up in the air at the moment. And I'm just kind of like, at the moment, the way I feel right now, and when I came onto the stream, everybody was kind of like, is it going to really happen? You know what I mean? What's this transfer window going to be like? Some people are saying it might be only 2 players. Some people are saying it might be 1 player coming in. Until I see Berta standing with whoever it is, then I'll have something to shout about. But at the moment, it's just speculation at the moment. That's all we can look at. It's just speculation. We're hearing, we're rumoured with this one. We're linked with this one. We're linked with that one. Yeah, you've got Liverpool flying in Frimpong for what do you call it, Man United, looking like they're going to sign Cunha. Yeah, they're getting their business done whilst we're here twiddling our thumbs and trying to figure out between Sesko and Gyökeres. I'm just kind of at the moment. I'm just kind of like, that's how I feel right now. I feel a bit deflated. Am I going to be deflated when it comes to the transfer window? I don't know, mate. I don't hold much hope at the moment. And I'm not saying that Berta can't get the signings. I think he can do it, but I think there's going to be a lot of background noise going on. And we'll want to see when that window opens. Once that window opens, if Berta lands the player he lands, then I'm going to say, yeah, Berta. I'm going to give Berta about 2 years to do his business. We can't just say, right, because you didn't do anything this summer. I think he's got to watch and see what's going on, see who Arteta wants, and if he feels that's not the right person for it, and he brings in the players and Arteta fails, then come December, you need to be saying, right, enough is enough. Go to Josh Kroenke and say, look, we can't work with this. We can't be giving this man 200, 300 million, spent nearly £1 billion, and we're still going to end up second. It's just not good enough. We might not even end up second, because I'm looking at other teams like Newcastle. I'm looking at Liverpool already. You know, I think at the moment, the way Liverpool are going at the moment, I think they're going to be, for the next couple of years, be ruling the roost at the moment. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like, yeah, at the moment. Sorry about this, guys. Plus, I've had a really mad weekend, so I'm just like, I'm just cheesed off with the whole season, and I'm just cheesed off with the mutant fans just chatting rubbish, man.
That's fine. I mean, comment here from the Face Jacker said this is pretty much in a nutshell here. Gen Z have infested the fan base since 2019. They're one of the biggest issues. Look at Babs, Rory Talks, Crap, etc., and other content creators with huge followings. Big up the ones who aren't mutants. Well, there's 7 of us on the panel here, and I'm sure none of us are. So, no, big up to you, Face.
They're not serious, guys. They're not serious. You know, I was watching a girl today on one of these shorts, and I'm thinking, you're just there to just create content. You don't even know what did he say. About.
Yeah.
He was talking about how, you know, he feel like crap and I'm giving Arteta he's saying he's blaming it on the club. You know, they should have bought a striker, they should have done this, they should have done this. I'm going for the major trophies. We have to win the major trophies. You know, I don't want to accept the Carabao Cup, I don't want to accept the FA Cup. You know, the same old rubbish. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean, mutant sentences, it's just like, I'm tired of hearing rubbish coming out of these guys' mouths.
But Arteta told us he loves this team.
Yeah.
He's going to spread the goals of them.
He loves the team.
He's in love with this team, guys.
He's so much in love with it. He's in so much love.
I just love this team.
Exactly.
Arteta is spreading other things around. Like, that's what he's fucking on. Let's be honest. Like, it's a madness, bro. It's a madness.
That's wild.
We know
what this guy is on, bro. Coming from squeezing the lemons and all of that. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, it's an absolute joke. But what you're saying, Norm, is absolutely spot on. It's absolutely fucking spot on, mate. It's just like, there's only so much Berta can do, and then with the players that we've got, you know, we know this manager ain't gonna do shit, right? So then, like, and then you have all the, you know, the Roy Talks bollocks. You have the Igal, you have the Bavs, etc. Right? Yeah. Absolutely, they're doing it for clout. Whereas us on here, we actually care about this football club. Like we want us to succeed. You know, we're not here to get sponsorship deals. We're not here to make our debuts on fucking Sky Sports and TNT and that, because they'll probably end up doing some shit like that at some point. But it's mainly Sky. We know what the crack is. Pause. So at the end of the day, like, there comes a point where this shit has to end. And I've said this before. I do believe in the football gods, and the football gods have had a lot to say this year. They've had a lot to say, and they are punishing us. They're punishing Arsenal Football Club, and rightly so. We don't deserve it as fans, but the football gods are looking at us as just like, you're a disgrace. You deserve nada, and rightly so. And when you have Tottenham winning, tell me I'm lying, people. In the chat, you guys tell me I'm lying. The football gods have spoken. And trust me, if PSG win the Champions League final, yeah, you know what them fucking Arteta lovies are going to say next? Oh, but we lost to the Champions League winners.
Yeah. That's another one to the list machine.
I forgot that one. Let me write it down. Let me write it down.
It's the same with Newcastle.
100%.
It's the same with Newcastle, bruv. But we lost to the winners.
Two that won it.
Oh man, seriously.
Oh
my
Exactly. If Spurs don't want to win a Super Cup, man, jeez, man, that'd be 5 years.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
If Spurs win that Super Cup, they will best our 139-year European pedigree in 3 months.
That's crazy.
That's Tottenham, you know.
That's mad.
That's mad.
Do you think they're going to sack Ange?
Do you know what? If it was Ange, Rob, do you know what I'd do? I'll be like this. There you go, mate. I told you I'd win in 2 years. This is for the fucking stick. There's your trophy. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm leaving, mate.
Exactly. I love the Australian accent. You killed it. You killed it. Man. But you know what I like about Ange, yeah? He came out and said it with chest. You know when Arteta gets asked, if you go read through the press conferences, obviously, you know, not many of us do until we're on the YouTube thing. Then you start reading through the press conferences. He'll say anything apart from winning the trophy or winning this or going for something. So it's always excitement, trying. We dreamed. We had a dream. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's never like Ange came straight away. I win in the second year.
Yeah.
He never. Arteta would never say something like that, even though he comes out like a person that has ego and whatnot. But I want to see some of that on the field. I don't see any of that on the field. All I see is you just insulting our intelligence. That's all I see. Yeah. Telling us some bullshit. Every press conference is bullshit. Feelings. And what about the players? What, he told them when he was asked, what about how something happens to the players? Oh, bro, they're on 350. Sorry. They're on 285K a week. What do you mean what happened to the players? It does not matter. Do you think the guy that we work for, the guy that I work for, is he going to be like, oh, what if Rashid is not all right? Like something happened to him and his family. You can't, he won't be performing at work. No, he's going to be like, come to work, do your job, and leave that at home. And then he went on to saying, oh, but what about schedule? I got them right. I've got them written down. I've got all of this bullshit written down in my head as well. Oh, what about the schedule? So it depends on the schedule next season. So if we have Liverpool, City, and then Chelsea, it's a tough one. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Remember, you play the same teams twice. Exactly. You play the same teams twice.
Actually, you know what he also said in there? He said, not only did he talk about the schedules, he talked about it depends on what referee you get as well. He talked about the referee. He actually said it. He goes, well, he looked at it, so you have to look at it in context. What's going to happen next season? Well, you got to look at the schedule. You got to look at the referees. What about them? What about them?
But that's the excuse for next season. See,
That's
if
what I'm saying.
anything goes wrong,
Rashid, he's putting it out there already. He's putting it out there for the mutant fans to go, Arteta, we love you.
we scored a corner.
I think that's where the top green has got their excuses
Excuses ready.
from their master.
Ready.
And you wonder why we think they're in a cult, bro. Why it's a cult. The cult of Arteta. Jim Jones says. Captain Black.
You know what?
I've been saying this shit.
Natster.
Go on, Aaron.
Natster, do you know what, boys? I've actually come to the conclusion that we probably would have won the Carabao Cup if it weren't for that damn ball.
No, oh come on, the ball. The ball was so low. That was so. You know what?
You're not having that, Aaron. You're not having
I
that.
forgot about the ball,
The ball.
Oh, the ball that was okay in the previous rounds until you got Newcastle.
You know what?
That damn
He's
ball.
got a poker face. Arteta's got a poker face because he said he was so serious. I bet you, mate. Honestly, he's taking
As long as he gives something for the fans to talk about. So the ball, the injuries. Do you know what I'm saying? The schedule.
You know what it is, guys? He's like a journalist in manager form, basically.
Yeah.
Give him
You know,
something to
giving
talk
us
about.
a storyline, isn't it?
Yeah, giving us a story.
Yeah, he's a
So we might
storyteller.
think, oh, maybe it's the ball. Oh,
Storyteller.
but I didn't understand the whole thing about the ball because we played with the same, as in Newcastle had the same ball. We had the same ball. So why wasn't it a problem for Newcastle? Why is it a problem for us? What I don't understand what his point was, but that's how it is with this with
You know
this
what,
manager.
as well, though, Rashid? Like, it's not as if there's just one ball. There's numerous balls on a match day. So then that must mean that over both of them legs, the numerous footballs that were used, every single one of them just weren't quite at weight. It's ridiculous. What are we doing here, man? They're like, I wonder what.
Don't forget, lads. Don't forget. It's been raining, guys. Don't forget. I think in one of the games, or maybe both of them, it was raining. Let's not forget that. It's been raining.
Yeah. And it was only raining in the half that we were attacking in. 100%.
You know what it was, Aaron?
There we go.
It was scattered showers, yeah? So one half was like...
just following us around like a cloud, isn't it? Do you ever, was it Monkey Magic, I think, years ago, and they used to have like a...
Isn't it Looney Tunes?
And used to follow it. That's what something like that. Just the cloud following you, innit? No matter where you move. There's a cloud that's been following us. Also, fucking Mikel Arteta, isn't it?
Was it the Truman Show, innit? Remember, like when he's like sitting on the beach, and it starts raining. He moves one way, and then the rain follows him. He moves the other way. The rain keeps following him. That's basically us, bruv. It's been raining. Ty knew all along. Ty might be an unknown genius. He knew all along. It's been raining.
Oh my days.
This comment here is dominant. You guys always say Arteta spends 700 million. He spends 700 million in 5 seasons. Very bored, failed Arteta. Okay,
Wrong.
mate. Well, first things first. Okay, learn how to spell.
Tell him about it. Yeah,
that's like that, right? And then secondly, the board failed Arteta. They're giving him 750 million. Name me another board that's failed the manager given that sort of money.
Tell him how much Inzaghi spent in 4 seasons. 200 million. I think 4 or 5. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 2 trophies, 2 Serie A's and 2 finals.
Yep.
He spent 200 million. Klopp in 5 years spent less, got 1 more. We can keep going with this. The thing is that why I mention only these big clubs, because if I mention a club in Romania, you'll tell me, oh, but it's a farmers league, it's different. Do you know what I'm saying? So we have to mention we Liverpool, the same situation as us. What is the difference? They have a proper manager. They had a proper manager that's done it before. He came in with a great CV, just like he was happy for Berta when he came in, because he had a great CV. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how I know that Arsenal fans just lap up anything the board does. They bought in Berta. They're happy because what did they tell you? They tell you, oh, he has a great CV. Why weren't you worrying about the CV when we bought Arteta? Did you believe Pep Guardiola, bro? Did you believe him? Pep Guardiola is a snake. He does that all the time. He bigged up Ten Hag. He bigged up He bigged up what's the bold guy's name? Maresca. He bigged up all these. Of course, he's gonna big them
Vincent
up.
Company as well. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
They're his friends.
It's because he has the CV. Yeah, it's because Pep has the CV. Pep's the like demigod. He's like the top tier, ultimate.
Yeah.
Like in their eyes, he's one of the football gods. I don't think so. That's more Fergie. You know what I'm saying? Ancelotti, when he hands up his jacket and he's smoking that cigar and all of that. Do you know them ones there? But I just want to say this, right? Yeah. For me, Lego Head's time is nigh. We know this. We all know this. The chat knows this. He's run out of excuses. The mutants are running out of excuses. Look, and to be fair, I almost applaud them for still continuing with trying to scrape for a few more excuses here and there. But this up and coming season, it's done, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv, at all. And when this manager gets potted, trust me, I will be celebrating. The tears will be glorious, and we can finally start being a proper football club. Because trust me, I'm not hearing no, it's Berta's fault, no, it's the board's fault, and I've been on the board's neck. I have been on the board's neck, but at the same time, I give credit where credit's due. In this January, when they didn't spend, I was like, you know what, board, fair play. Took you long enough that this manager can't be trusted with any amount of money. That's what the board did. The same board that have been backing this manager since day one with their PR. But like what Matt said, big up Southern Gooner each and every single time, right? Yeah. Failure's expensive. Absolutely spot on. Facts. Failure is expensive. And Josh is realising this. He's realised this recently this year. And after watching the ladies do their thing, you know, we've been winning trophies at was it under 18, under 16 level and all of that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like down there, every single age group plus the ladies are winning, but the guys aren't. The men's team, the first team, whatever, yeah? We're not winning. We bear the brunt of the banter era, which is still here, by the way. Which is still here. So we're basically at the crossroads now. The football gods are there. They're like, okay, Berta, inshallah, before it was Saka, but again, this manager has run him into the ground, as well as many other players. So now we just have to wait and see how Josh is going to move, what Berta's going to do, and how the rest of this board are going to react. Because trust me, it will get worse before it gets better. I don't see us being in the top 5 by Christmas. I really don't, which is why I believe he'll get potted. I could be wrong, and it will be at the end of the season. But we'll just have to see. But the point I'm making ultimately is his time is done. His time is nigh. It's game over. We're right at the end, boys and girls. We're right at the fucking end. And I can't wait. Period.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be partying.
Oh yeah,
you know when this manager's gonna get sacked, we're gonna be partying.
Sensational, bro.
Baby.
Just got to go through a few star chats to go through. Aaron, you did get a super chat from Sue. Big up, gents. Hit the likes and subscribe, people. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe, guys. Everyone's links is pinned in the description. I believe Aaron's is in the title, so make sure you guys subscribe to all the man down at the bottom. We're actually, let me just refresh my screen quickly. Where are we at now? We're 38 likes, guys. I want to get to 50 by the end of the season. So smash that like. We get 50 likes. We're also 13 away from hitting 500 subs on this channel. So let's go. There's 223 of you on it. Surely there'll be 13 of you that would sub to this loser. Anyway.
13, bruv. Hold on one sec, Cole, man. Come on, chat. World-class chat. Bruv, we're 13 and counting down, man. Come on,
guys.
We can do
it. We can do it, guys. Come on, let's freaking go, guys. Come on.
Come on.
We need the potato,
we need the connection, guys. We need the connection to get the likes up. Get the likes
up. Energy, guys. Energy.
Squeeze them fucking lemons, mate. You know what I mean? Squeeze the fuck out of them bastard lemons. Come on. Squeeze it.
No, you're a pioneer, Aaron. You're
We're
absolute
that
pioneer.
close, guys. We're that close, guys.
Static, I know you got a bounce, mate. Thank you so
Small
much for coming on,
margins.
bruv. It's much
Small
appreciated.
margins.
Thank you so much.
Big up, Static, brother.
Big up, Stag, man.
We got started.
Big up.
Big up, Stack.
Big love and respect to you, Cole, panel. It's an honor and a privilege to be finally on your channel, Cole. I really do appreciate it. Big love and respect to Jez and Northside as well. And big love and respect to everyone in the live chat. Make sure you do like and subscribe to everyone's channels, especially Gun Down UK. Cole, you definitely deserve way over 500 subscribers, the amount of work you put in. I also want to say if you can find me on social media, I'm on Instagram, which is static__5. And you can also find me anywhere within the Arsenal fan YouTube community. If you see me in the live chat, do come and say hello, and I'll do my very best to respond, even though I'm 90% of the time will be working, but I'll do my best. But boys, have a great show, and yeah, I'm out. See ya.
Big up to you, brother.
Peace out, buddy. Thank you so much.
Static, the legend. The legend that is Static.
Gilberto of the chat, mate.
He is, man.
He is. He really is.
Well, how many subs you on, Cole?
487.
Better not say fucking, huh?
487.
Oh, it's still 30. Come on,
Well,
chat.
someone just said they subbed, so that should be a 4.
Sorry, that's a lie. 491. We're 9 away. 9 away.
See,
Come
this
on,
is
guys.
it.
We can do this. We can do this, guys.
See, Cole, you nearly made me say something to the chat then with your poor refreshing of the fucking sub count. Don't you dare make me nearly knock the chat again.
Oh, where is it?
Don't you bloody dare do that again, right? Refresh it before you open that trap of yours.
I know. That's my own doing.
Hey.
So this is the start chat. If we get a new manager, then have to start from the beginning again. So think he deserves one more year. Well, it proves that it doesn't take time for a manager to come in his first season with the squad that failed and actually go on to win it. There are too many prime examples as to why. You know, I'll give you one prime example. Paphos FC in Cyprus. They were first put together in 2014. They won the cup last year, and they just won the league this year with the new manager.
Yeah.
And who's their manager,
what...
Carl? Who's their new manager? Or who's their manager either way?
Oh, Jesus
I believe
Christ,
it's Unai Emery's assistant. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Yeah. It is. It's Unai Emery's assistant.
There we go.
Women that get abused by their wife beaters out there. This is what they say. They say that, oh, I'll get another man, I'll start from all over from the beginning. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, I don't think, do you know what I'm saying? They'll find excuses for this manager. Just like Mr. Nelson here.
Yeah, but why
would you respect? Of course.
The thing is, why would it need to start all over again?
Because they don't believe in winning at the sort. They believe in faces.
They're lying to themselves. They're lying to themselves.
What did Conte do then? What did Conte do with Napoli? Listen, how many teams have changed managers and won a title? What's going on here?
Juan Carlos Caicedo, he's called. Juan Carlos Caicedo.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are frightened.
It took Oliver Glasner 2 years. Why? Yeah, it took Oliver Glasner 2 years at Palace to win an FA
but they'll
Cup.
tell you Arteta won the FA Cup. That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you
in his first, not even full season. So that gazumps their argument right off the bat.
Kills their argument.
Yeah, why didn't he keep winning?
The process.
But basically, what Arteta did, right? Yeah, he got some nice enough chick, and he thought that he could just go straight to the baddies, innit?
Let me tell you what they'll tell you after that.
Guy.
They'll tell you, but we're going for the majors. We don't want the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and the Europa League and the conference. We want the majors. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like that guy that would go to the bar and flirt with the 9 out of 10, flirt and buy drinks. Yep. And he's now £200 down, and then the team don't come with him home.
And then the other guy that didn't spend a single penny, that's hardly paid attention, don't give a crap about her. He's spending the night with her. You know what I'm saying? It's only taken him 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We've all seen this happen before. We've all seen this happen. If you've been clubbing, that is, of course. But it's a bar. That's how it works, man. The game,
but they refuse to take the 7 out of 10. They would refuse to take the 7 out of 10.
Listen,
they refuse to take the 5 out of 10, and that's above their level as well.
They're too scared. They see the top chick looking over there, Arsenal, and they're like,
Tell 'em.
"Oh, we won't have a little look. Oh, we won't
Yeah.
have a little look." They're coward. They never go and talk to her. Bruv, do you know what? I've been fucking told no so many times. I've been slapped round the fucking face. But do you know what? I've also got in their knickers every now and then as well.
Hell yeah.
I to that as well, Aaron.
Hell
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong, but I like hearing that as well. It's so
He
funny.
always wins in the second season. That's Aaron. He always wins in the second season. That's when he wins.
See this, people? This means you have to start from somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to start from
Normski's
somewhere.
But
like,
apparently we
"Oh
have to
my
start
God,
from
yeah,
scratch,
yeah.
guys.
Oh, Aaron. That's what he's thinking. Oh, Aaron. Oh,
Absolute
fucking
joke,
love
man.
Normski, man. Big up.
Oh, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Inzaghi inherited a better Inter Milan team while Teta is the opposite. That's
Should we
debatable.
go back to that?
That's debatable.
What about Klopp? There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wind me up.
Liverpool, Liverpool, Magpies, Newcastle, Eagles, Palace, Cockerel, Spurs, and Peacocks, Leeds all have won a trophy. Well, we know Leeds are going
And our Birds won the Champions League.
And our Birds won the Champions
Yes.
League. Yeah.
You got the birds.
Is the year with the Birds. And the Eagles won the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. So, yeah. Smash the likes up, people. All good. Squeeze the sub button, guys, as they always say. Saidu, I know you're a top gooner, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. His comments have been very, very risky. I'm not going to lie to you. Adam, that's a straight up ban right there, mate. You can't do that.
Shameful display.
You can't do that.
Shameful display.
You can't do that, mate. You're gonna have to stick you on timeout. Although that was like an hour ago. That I've just started the chat, so yeah, you're done. Del Boy Gunner, good to see you, mate. How you been? It's been a long time, mate. If you are still watching, hit me up on IG and I'll send you the link, mate. It'd be good to have you back on, mate. Where's Lee tonight? He's in Sevilla, actually. Hence the fact why I didn't invite him, although I do need to return the favor at some point. I will be on this channel though when Al Hilal will be playing against Real Madrid in the Club World Cup. So yeah, there's a slight collaboration right there. So all good. Arteta thinks he's bulletproof while playing David Guetta featuring Sire, Titanium in training.
That's a good one still.
Oh my dude.
That's a good chat. Well done. Julian AFTV blames late Pope. Don't worry about offending us Catholics. Well, I mean, all he's got to do.
The Queen as well at one point.
He blamed the Queen. All he's got to do is blame the Archbishop of Canterbury, and he's got the set then, hasn't he?
Hey, he's fully in the Arteta matrix, bro.
Oh yeah, fully
there.
completely, yeah, completely fully. If I didn't support League Gunner streams and all you gentlemen, I would really be enjoying hashtag Arteta forever, but you guys don't deserve that. Clowns like a gal and Baz and Rory make AFC easy to hate. That is true. That is a very true fact, to be fair. So, yeah. Being Avashik, big up. New THFC has become an attractive destination for Leroy Sane after qualifying for the Champions League. The winger could also see himself leaving in London, where his family currently resides. I mean, we could have got Sane. I mean, would anybody?
Why not?
Would anybody take Sane?
Why not?
Okay,
Why not? But they won't.
As a rotationary winger, 100%. Absolutely.
Tell him.
Absolutely, bro.
Do you think this guy's gonna?
Sorry, Rashid, go on.
I was gonna say, do you think this guy is gonna bench Saka at any game and put Sane? Saka's playing 56 games because it will affect his progression. So you'll never get a right winger. I don't know where you would play Sane, but if the question is, would you take Sane? Yes, I would.
I would.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Is he for free? He's for free, right?
Free.
He's free.
Market opportunity, guys. Market opportunity.
Market opportunity.
He hasn't done too bad. He hasn't done
That's
too
what I'm
bad.
saying, market opportunity.
We need a squad, bruv. We need a squad.
Mhm.
It's as simple as that. There's no escaping
Definitely.
it. We need a squad. And guess what? Do you know what I'll be doing? Unpopular opinion, but I don't think it will be amongst all of us. I'll just rip up Gabriel Jesus' contract. There you go. There's 15, 20 million. Fuck off out of this football club. I'll go get Jonathan David, 100%, and reset. Hard reset. Whatever you do with Havertz, maybe you'll have to find it to be a little bit difficult getting that wanker out. But the point I'm trying to say is get Gyökeres in and go get Jonathan David in. All of a sudden, for 75, 80 million. You've just refreshed your whole striker department. And guess what? If Jonathan David don't work out, you can sell him and make profit next bloody season. It's not difficult.
Another one I'll add, Aaron, is Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, his contract needs to be ripped up as well. We can get Jonathan Tah on a free, another market opportunity. When are we going to start signing free signings again? Even just to bolster the squad. They don't have to be first team quality. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they're good enough, and all those players that I've mentioned, Aaron's mentioned, we can all mention, they're good enough. And our squad is thin. That's another excuse, guys. Of course, we've got a thin squad. Well, whose fucking fault is that then? With the thin squad, the Lord and Savior, of course, the Lord and Savior that these fucking Arteta lovies worship, drinking the Kool-Aid and that Jim Jones settings. Like, end at some point. It's like funny, but not funny at the same time. I'd find it more hilarious if Tottenham didn't win nothing. But at the same time, regardless of that, like this season, and even Arteta knows, did you see the look on his face when he was sat next to Josh Kroenke at Southampton? Yeah, that look told me everything. Everything.
It's closing in.
This upcoming season, he's done. He's done. He's not getting another season. No.
He's been isolated. Yeah, they've got rid of Jason A2. He's been isolated. That's what's happening right now. Yeah, and he's just going to be the only one in that corner. And man is going to be walking up. Bert is going to be walking up.
He's going to be in the corner just getting.
Yeah, know where I'm going with this one, isn't it, people? Yeah, go in that drawer. He's going to go in that drawer and go, all right, which one? The thin one? Hat one? Which one? Which one do you want? Yeah. Let's do this, lads.
I'm gonna take a leak.
I know Rashi we were the first one in there, bro. Oh, yeah. I'm dealing with this.
Big up to Rich99 Arsenal. Big up, mate. Big up channel and Pat. Windows opens 1st to the 10th. In that time, I want striker and winger signed. Been 3 years. When opens on 16th, I want another attacking player and then more signings. Big up, Rich. Big up, Rich. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well, mate.
We had a dream.
Sorry, just go back because I thought at first that window, that little window from is it 10 days, something like that? Is it 10 days?
Yeah.
I thought it was only open for those that are playing in the World Cup, mate. I think it's open generally to everybody. Is that right? Is that right, or is it only open to those?
I don't know.
Those teams that are playing in the Club World Cup. I thought when I read it,
I'm not sure.
Those teams that are playing in the Club World Cup, but I might be wrong.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
John Joss put the Europa Cup is beneath us. Yep, that's what the top gooners have been saying, but whatever.
Yep.
A club what wants to win now would not even take a, in brackets, potential player like Sesko into consideration. No centre forward in 3 seasons. You would get the best. Now the best is Isak, but won't happen. Get Gyökeres. Facts. Absolutely spot on, Rich. Absolutely spot on. And another super chat for Aaron by AK. Big up, AK. Aaron, my stellar brother. Thank God the season's over for me. Here's the money. Go get yourself a pack of 4.
I will.
Bless up, bruv. Bless up.
Do you know you get the that I've seen it on there, yeah, like Hooks does it, yeah, and he's like, oh, buy me a Stella. Or buy me a coffee. I'm sitting there thinking of making my own website. Buy me a Stella. I'll just sit here and get fat on stream and just sit there. By the end of the evening, I'm like, fuck off. just swearing drunk on the thing. I think that's it. Buy me a Stella and just watch me get steaming and embarrass myself. As long as it brings in the money. I'm joking, of course. I'm not. I'll do it for free. Don't worry, I'll do it for free anyway.
You've let it all out, Aaron. You've let it all out.
Money.
I'm
just Arteta. Just give it to me. Nah, big up. Come on, AK. You know, big up. And I will. I've got the fun for the green screen going on. But he said to me, go buy some beers. And do you know what? I will. I just won't drink drive. I'll walk to the shop. I'm not about that life. You know what I mean? I'll walk. Or I'll stagger. Don't worry, mate. I'll do that for you. Big up to you, AK.
Rashid, there's a question here from Fabo. Quick question for Rashid. Do you think Leeds coach had a better season than Arteta?
I guess when you think about it in a football kind of mind, yes. because he won a trophy, and that's what football is about. Well, anything in life, really. You have to have a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the season or at the end of the year, if you don't hit it, that means you've not achieved anything. And obviously, it comes to we need to know how long has he been a Leeds manager, a Leeds coach, and blah blah blah. And compared to Arteta, the amount of money he spent and the amount of years, the amount of time, the amount of lies he's told us, the amount of bullshit we've been hearing for time. Yeah, totally, bro. But yeah, big up to everyone, bro. My tooth just started indicating right now, so I got a Carl. Big up to you, Carl, for having me on, of course.
No worries,
Big up
guys.
to you, Lion Text, Nat
Big
Star,
up Rashid, man.
Aaron,
Big up,
me,
Rashid.
Aaron fella. Get me a fucking Stella.
Get him a fucking Stella, mate. Get him a Stella, mate.
This one's
Big up
better.
Gnomes, man.
I want more.
Big up Jezza. Yeah, and big up Northside every time in the chat. The elite chat. I'm out, people.
Peace out.
Big up to
Everybody
you,
out.
Rashid.
Remember that.
Rashid, man.
Everybody
you,
out.
Rashid.
Even this.
Just quickly. Sorry. Just quickly. Carl was 4 away. 4 away. Come on, chat, man. We've got a lot of people watching this through numerous streams. Yeah, this geezer's only 4 away to hit 500. I know there's 4 kind-hearted souls out there, better than me. Come on, 4 of you. That's all it's going to take.
That's all it's going to take.
Get this geezer to 500. I'll tell you, he deserves it. Because if he didn't, I wouldn't say it. I promise you, 150%. I wouldn't say it, but he does. So get him to 500. And then the naughty little zeros on the end of it. Come on, chat. We can do this for my brother. Boom.
Yeah.
So Alex, cheers, Aaron. So Alex put a chat in and say USG from the Belgian League won their first title in 90 years. But I don't know who the manager is, so check him out, lads. USG in the Belgium. Okay, USG in. Let's have a look. Okay. Royal Union Saint Julius. I'm sorry if I've probably fucked that name up royally there. Sebastian Pocognogli. That's a name that actually does ring a bell. That's a name that does ring a bell because I think Gunnar said something about this. Yeah. Former football coach or former player who is the head coach of Union SG. Yeah, you're right, Alex. Yeah, you're right. Was that in his first season? Oh, please don't let me do this. Is this his first season? Was this his first season as manager? Coaching career. Just having a look in his debut season as manager, guided you into it. Oh, for fuck's sake! It was in his first year as well.
Oh, I think that's enough.
I'm not having a fucking PTSD episode like last time. No way. Come on, Lion Tex, you can back me up on this one.
Yeah. How much is Leon now already? Was he 150 or something of them?
Yeah, I think so. Something along those lines.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. That FA Cup in 2021 was a false dawn. I am not surprised if people helped win that FA Cup. I think it's 2020 we won the FA Cup because that was the COVID Cup.
Yep.
At the time, the whole point of bringing a new manager is bring immediate improvement. Topside Highbury, big up to you, brother. Hope you're well. And that is absolutely facts as well. 7 more subs to hit 500. Well, it's actually 4 now.
It's actually 2 more subs.
No, it's 2.
Oh, it's only 2 now. Come on. 2 of you.
Come on, people.
2 of you. 2 of you. We're 3 likes away from 50.
Who's going to be them superstars in the building? Which 2 of you are going to make the difference? Come on, man. Which one of you are going to be the superstars or 2 of you? Come on, boys.
Only 2 people. Only 2.
Napoli get a new manager and he won them the league in his first season. Yep.
What's that Harry Enfield going on?
Yeah, Harry Enfield.
Yeah. I watched telly in the 90s. Yeah. Only me.
Hello.
Trigger.
The gigantic fucking mobile.
Trigger at me, TV. I'm in the cinema.
I'll turn into us. Yep. He did. Conte inherited a disjointed
We're doing
Napoli
this,
side
we're
that
doing
lost
this
to Vit.
run down to 500. That's why we're doing this, mate. We're doing
I
this.
know. Conte inherited
One more. One more.
One more.
Numero uno.
One more.
499.
One more.
Ooh, who's the lucky one, man?
Who's the
Who's gonna
lucky
be that
one?
lucky
Come on,
one?
guys.
Who's going to be the
lucky one?
difference maker, guys?
Who's going to be the
Who's
difference
gonna be
maker?
the
Who's gonna
difference
Who's going to be the
Come on,
lucky one?
guys.
Yeah.
Conte inherited a disjointed Napoli side that
Done.
lost. We done it?
Ooh.
Yeah. We done it?
I
No,
think
we
so.
ain't.
What are you
No.
saying? Someone's saying done.
Someone's
at the bottom.
unsubbed. Who's taking the
Someone
piss?
said done.
Someone's unsubbed.
Someone said done.
Oh.
Anyway, they do this as a wind up, I'm sure.
499 people just unsubbed.
You cheeky so and so.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got one back.
Okay.
99.
All right, yeah, someone was having a wind up. Conte inherited this joining Napoli side, lost Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen, and won the league against Inter and Atalanta with a limited budget. Conte is a G because he lands it. Yep, pretty much everywhere he's gone, he's won a league. Well, nearly everywhere anyway. Do people pay attention? You think Arsenal squad could win the FA Cup and get Champions League football? Well, I think they can get the squad's good enough for Champions League football, but that's really about it.
No,
Is this team good enough to win a cup? It should be.
No,
But what are we hoping for? Luck of the
what?
draw?
It's not. You know what? It's not a bad team, you know. Because I'll tell you what, Inzaghi could do a lot with this team. I'm serious. They can do a lot with this team. Right? It's just Arteta. He's just not a good enough coach. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, the team's not bad. We've got a half decent 11, yeah, but our squad is terrible. Yeah, you know, because when you look at the bench, you know what I mean, you're just thinking, yeah, that's why Arteta doesn't even go to the bench. And that's why we're in the position we are, where we got players running to the ground because he doesn't trust those players because of his talent ID. And unfortunately, yeah, Berta needs to sort this side of it, get that squad built so that we've got quality players coming off that bench and making a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, no scrubs. I don't want to see no scrubs now. Yeah, no scrubs.
No. Definitely don't want to see any more scrubs anymore.
Yeah.
Where is
Nope.
the chat we got up to now? Big up Aaron, new from TG channel. Oh, True
Yeah,
Guna. True Guna. Is
Yeah,
that True
yeah.
Guna or
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it is. I went on this earlier. He's doing something on there. So I said to him, give me the link. And I went on his and had a little chat with him. He's a nice guy, isn't he, old Josh? Big up to him and big up to the geezer who followed us over, man. And sub to Cole if you haven't, geezer. He's one away.
Yeah, big up.
Nat Star? I hear you got a bounce, brother.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. Big up to everyone on the panel, Lion Tex, Aaron, Norms,
Big up,
Rashid, who was on earlier, Northside and Jez, absolute fucking legends. Have I missed anyone out?
Arteta.
Yeah, but big up to each and every one of you. The elite, yeah, the elite world class chat, the elite world class chat. Big up your damn selves each and every single time. Yeah. In a way, bro. In a way, I will be streaming tomorrow night, so if you want to check it out, I'm sure if a few of you guys can make it, I'll be streaming at 7. So let me know, and then I'll invite you to the stream. No problem. You guys are welcome. So big out. I'm going to rest after a slightly heavy gym session today, and Arteta how. Big up.
Big up, mate. Make sure you like and subscribe to Nat Star. His link is in the description down below. So go check him out there. Let's go for Rafael Leo in AC Milan. I believe I spelled his name right. No. Sorry, no. Rafael Leo I've known too long. When he played in the Champions League against Tottenham, I was watching him very closely. He was bang average, bruv. Bang average.
End product, not that brilliant.
Okay,
Lazy.
no,
He's lazy as well.
He is lazy. Yeah. We just need smart signings.
Yeah, he's not an Arteta player.
He's definitely not an Arteta player, man. Yeah, he's not back.
Another super chat for you by Suge. Had to rewrite my super chat as Aaron said. My thoughts about David. He's free. We need depth. Sell Trossard. Repurpose his salary and pay out Jesus.
Can I ask a question on that Trossard thing?
Go for it.
501, bruv. 501.
Are we there? Are we there?
You are, bruv.
Fair play, brother. Big up, man.
big up to chat and big up to Carl, man.
Wow.
Carl, you're
Hey.
chatting rubbish. I'm not unsubbing, mate. Not really.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
Yeah,
look,
you've got to 500. 501, that's 500. Go on,
Yeah,
you
what's
unsub
your
9
unsub,
no, but seriously, you know what is this Trossard situation? Yeah, is his contract staying the same in terms of the length of his contract? And are they increasing his money or are they decreasing it? I'm just a bit confused. Someone said that they're increasing the money, but the contract was still the same. So I think he's only there till 2027. Is that right?
Was it 1 year? Is it?
Is it 2027? They're not increasing his. How long is he there? How long is he contracted at Arsenal for? Is it till 2027?
Trossard, now it's next year.
I think.
Right. So are they just doing it till next year and increasing his wages? Was that the case?
I think so. Another year with another year on top. Yeah, I'm sure it is
Oh,
with a possibility of an extension. That's what I've seen, but
Okay. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it was like an increase on his pay, that he was going to get an increase, but his fee would just stay the same. He wouldn't. They weren't going to.
he's only got a year left originally,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
Norm.
yeah,
So otherwise,
yeah.
so I think they're adding another year with a possibility
Right,
of
okay,
another year.
right.
Yeah, which would be
Is that a good
smart
move,
if they're going
guys?
to keep him.
Is that a good move? What do you reckon that?
Do you know what? I don't think it is a good move because I think if you was to sell him, you get what, say 20 million, 15 million, whatever, there or thereabouts, give or take, right? So I think personally, when you're looking at that, you could then get a Leroy Sané and he'll probably at least do the same job, and then you'd be able to add the funds elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm not playing transfer, FIFA or anything like that. I'm just playing sensible. In theory, you could sell, if you wanted to, you could sell Trossard and you could get in Jonathan David and Leroy Sané, have their wages paid and their signing on fees for the same price. And you've instantly improved 2 positions. I know it's easier said than done, but it's also sort of like not, pay the wages down and get them in. That's what I'd be personally doing. I can't see him letting go of Martinelli. And to be fair, if there was any 2 of them to go, I would keep Martinelli purely because maybe another manager would get a tune out of him. But I'd happily sell him as well, by the way. I'm not like, we must keep Martinelli at all costs. I really ain't. But like, if one of the 2 were to go and funds ain't really that much of an issue, let Trossard go. He's 30. He's the wrong. He's the wrong side of a footballing career, isn't he? Now, maybe someone could get a tune out of Martinelli. If he ain't working, you could sell him because he's going to extend his contract. He's got value regardless. Even next season, he'll still have value. Yeah, that's how I'd sort of go. But my worry is if we re-sign Trossard to a deal, which it's looking like we will, are we just going to keep both of them and just completely neglect that left side again? That's the worrying thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think what's going to happen is that there's talk about a big name's going to go. Is Martinelli a big name? Well, he's got potential in terms of big name and potential in terms of getting decent money for him. And I think if they keep Trossard, then I think they'll have to probably sell Martinelli. If they want to get somebody in on that left-hand side that's more trickier and that's got more end product, Trossard will be the one that will be the backup, because he can come on and do a thing, because when we bought him in that January, he'd come on and he'll change the game, and that's what I think. He's better coming off the bench rather than starting. He's dropped off a little bit, but if we do end up keeping him, then whatever we do, go out and get that decent left-sided attacking midfielder that's got end product that can take on players. Now, obviously, Rodrigo, we don't know what's going on with that. I can't see it happening, but if it could happen, brilliant. But I don't think it's going to happen. So maybe Leroy Sané, you know what I mean? As I said, look, he's on a free. Get him in. You know what I mean? Just get him in. But I still think you need someone that's going to be a star. That's the only thing, though. Would you go with the Leroy Sané if you got him in? Say we lost Martinelli, and you brought in Leroy Sané. Would he be the starter, or would you be saying no? We need to go and get a starter.
Yeah.
No, still needs to get a starter.
Right.
Nah, he could be rotation.
Yeah.
You could be rotation.
Yeah. Why can a world not exist where we go and get a Rodrigo-esque sort of signing and get Leroy Sané, who can both he's not as strong on the right, by the way, but he can go across. How would we not be stronger if we spent 75, 80 million on a Rodrigo and signed Sane for free? How would we not be stronger? Oh, and also sold Trossard for 20 million, so the Rodrigo signing turns to 60.
Yeah.
How would we not be stronger with that? You know, we've got such poor squad depth, and that's due to poor squad building and squad management. You know, we needed a striker and a winger before the season started, so we're 2 down. And then we sold 4 attacking players. Whether we thought that they were the right sales or not is irrelevant. We still weakened our squad by 4 going forward. We needed 2 anyway and replaced them with blimmin' Raheem Sterling. It's not good enough, and we're wondering why we're getting hamstring injuries, the most common injury that you get when you overplay people. One goes down, you overplay the rest. And the other one goes down, you overplay the rest, and so forth. It's no coincidence we've got 7 hamstring injuries this season. And you can't even pinpoint that to one sort of area, purely because we've had 2 centre-backs, one's a grade 3 and one's a grade 1, Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. And then the wingers, both wingers, Saka, grade 3, Martinelli, grade 1, and then the strikers are grade 3. So we've got them in all positions. What does that tell you? It's not just one position we're destroying them. We're destroying the whole squad as a whole. It's not good enough. Exactly. That's because the squad's thin. The squad management is poor because no matter what, he don't rotate him. He starts first teamers in pointless games, brings first teamers on in pointless games. But more importantly, he hasn't got the squad. Why has he not got the squad? He's been here 5 years and he spent $750,000. It's unacceptable. How hasn't he got it? We need to be making the starter left wing signing because Dusty Martinelli. We've seen him. It's stale. Boys, it's stale, isn't it? That left side is so stale. We need someone else to start there. And do you know what? We need someone else to be able to float across 2 wings. Sane, Rodrigo. Can you imagine we went into the season with Gyökeres up top, a fit Saka, I hope, on the right-hand side, a Rodrigo on the left, and you had sort of Sane and maybe Martinelli backing up both sort of players. You sit there and think, all right, maybe it might not be enough, like in terms of like, wow, we've got the complete squad. But I'll tell you what, I'll be going into next season thinking, do you know what? This is a lot better than it bloody was last season.
And you would hope that Arteta does rotate. I think Arteta's understanding of rotation, in the squad is actually just moving the players that are already on the pitch to a different position. He doesn't right. I'm going to rotate you over here. Exactly. That's what he's been doing.
Exactly, bruv. Do you know what? When Saka, when we're 2 or 3-0 up against Crystal Palace, let's just say at home, 60th minute, take him off. Put Leroy Sané on. Take him off. Take him off. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Maybe just rest Saka entirely. Maybe put Leroy Sané on if he's banged in 2 goals in the previous game. Just let him start. I know that might not be the most sort of, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Have the squad to be able to do that. Why does Pep Guardiola do it? We've seen Phil Foden score. I think was it 2 goals or a hat trick, and then bench the next game. Why is that? To keep
Mahrez.
Fresh.
We've got Mahrez.
Exactly. That's the
player to score an hat trick in a I think it was a final, and then he doesn't end up in the next game or semi-final. No, it's a semi-final, sorry, and then doesn't get. Do you know what I mean? So, man, Arteta needs to manage his squad better. His squad management is just really in the pan right now.
Nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough. No. You know what I mean? His squad building's terrible. His squad management, his squad rotation, his in-game tactics. Bearing in mind, we're talking about Gizzo, who isn't the first team coach anymore. Exactly. He is the first team manager. Tell me one thing that this his man management of players is horrendous. So, okay, that's cool. Tell me one thing that this manager manages well.
His own ego.
His own ego. His own ego.
Exactly, other than his ego. Do you know what I'm saying? He don't manage anything well. And you can tell that because the proof's in the pudding. We haven't won anything in 5 years. Not waste of his time, though, on 15 million a season, is it?
But don't worry, Aaron. Don't worry. We just love the way he plays football. I don't care if he, doesn't win anything. I just love the way he plays football. He's fantastic.
Norms, you know what? You hear that now, but the football's even shit.
Yeah, but how they say? I mean, somebody said, I'm not calling any names, but somebody said when he was asked a question, he goes, "No, we've had some good games. Well, the only 2 games I can significantly say this season that I've enjoyed." Is the Man City 5-1 and the Real Madrid.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that stands out and say, yo, we're Moments FC people. Yeah. We are Moments FC.
Yeah.
Right. The other games, you look at them, we weren't good in there. We were good for like 20 minutes, but then we struggled. So the only 2 games I can say, yo, we stepped up was the Real Madrid game over 2 legs, and also I say 3 games. Then you want to look at it, and the Man City game. That's it.
Funny
for me.
you say that. Funny you say that because they're also the only 2 times I've left the Emirates Stadium somewhat happy this season. Not coincidence, is it?
That says it all, isn't it?
And you've got to remember that was not the final, people. Yeah, that was the quarterfinals. Some people used to think that that's the final. No, that's not a cup. That's not a trophy. You had now PSG to deal with. Yeah, and what happened? You bottled it.
There you got clients.
You bottled it.
Indeed. AK sent you another super chat, Aaron. I apologise to the panel for making you even more sad. My club just got 3-4 deals done today. I'm happy we're moving as a serious club. Well, that's Man City in a nutshell. That is Man City in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That has to fall behind, isn't it?
Big up, AK.
Behind everyone else, bruv. Everyone else is doing business, and then we're just sitting on our hands and knees, bruv, just watching.
Yeah.
Even Man United, the season they've had,
Man United they've had Cunha.
They're getting Cunha and all of these guys, no matter how, bruv. And what are we doing? Oh, bro.
It's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Well, happy birthday, mate. I'm not saying your name because I'm too smart to be caught out like that. Got a cracking name, but you got to be quicker than that to catch me out, mate.
I'm not smart or quick. What's his name?
Don't say That's what happened. That's what happened to our club.
Doc Steven's put, is this a call-in show? It's not a call-in show, Doc. Probably even another 35 minutes before we close out. If you want to come on, what I will do is I'll put in the actual chat. I'll put my Instagram link. Follow me on Instagram, and if you follow me, I will send you the link to come across if you so wish. So hopefully you're still in the chat. You also a question for the panel: why haven't the mules been defaced yet? Amp up the volume.
That's a good question.
A
very good question.
I don't know.
I can't answer that.
We've had, man. Terrible. When is he gonna get that bad that they're gonna deface them? When? How bad is it gonna
just Cronkies? Just Cronkies. I think just Cronkies.
I heard just Cronkies.
Someone spend some effing money on under that a little while around December time in the window. Not fully. Yeah. That'll happen soon, I reckon. That will happen.
What game was that? Why they did that? That must have been.
I can't think. But I'm sure it was around that time. It must have been in the January, give or take a few days either side of it.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
Can't get it now. There we go. Everybody is a lemon at Arsenal. Yeah. Makes sense.
Everyone's squeezing lemons at Arsenal.
Yeah. We are squeezing lemons. Hamstring FC, 800 million bottle jobs of London. Yeah. That's what. If we do reach 1 billion, we'll be billionaire bottle jobs.
Definitely.
Yeah. We'll get to the billion, 100. And we are bottle jobs, 100.
Yeah. Sorry, Carl, I wasn't sorry. No worry, Bob. If you have, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Fixed bench. Yeah, it's only fixed when you need to use it. It's only fixed when you need to. Why can't we keep Martinelli and get Sane and get a good right winger as well? Yeah, why can't we?
Does that mean Martinelli starts? Is he a starter in your eyes? Nah. You see, under another manager, we'll probably get the best out of Martinelli, like Unai Emery did.
Under a good coach, maybe.
He's just regressed. He's absolutely regressed.
Yeah. He's falling off a cliff.
Do you know what? I wouldn't. It wouldn't be the worst thing, even though, like I've already sort of said, that I wouldn't mind having Jonathan David as a backup to say Gyökeres or whatever. But if we wasn't to go down that avenue, I also wouldn't mind having Martinelli up top as the backup striker. Exactly. But this manager don't do it. It doesn't change things up. And when he rarely ever does, it actually can sometimes work, and then he just totally forgets about it.
But the thing is, Aaron, he does it when it doesn't matter, when the season doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he the last 2 or 3 games, he's decided that he was going to play Martinelli down the middle. It doesn't matter because the league is gone now, so there's no pressure. So it's like, well, let's just try him out and see how it goes. But then come the new season now, is he going to go? Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can start him down the middle and see how that works. But it's not. He's just going to revert back to type as he does.
He's going to play 29. That's what's
Yeah,
going to happen.
29 is the problem.
29 is his love child, bro.
Yeah, 29 is the problem. Yeah, he's the problem.
He loves him too much, man.
He will die on that guy's sword.
Yep.
Yeah, facts.
Absolutely. Spaghetti Matthew's here. Mom Spaghetti's in the building. Big up, Mom Spaghetti. Hope you're good. Carl, invite guests for next show, bro. Yeah, there'll be a lot more invitations, especially now as the season over and done with. I do need to get some new people on. Obviously, the Volcano is meant to come on tonight, and he hasn't responded back. So hopefully, I'll just get Carl on at one point. I do want to get Del Boy Gunner back on as well. The Doctor as well. That'll be a good show to look forward to. And Rich 99 Arsenal, if you're still in the building, mate, hit me up on Instagram and we'll get we'll collaborate together because I've been wanting to do a show with you for a while. You spit some amazing stuff, you really do. Maybe another time, Carl. I don't get IG either, not on social media. Oh, how did you contact him then now, or did he just email you?
Look, the doc works in mysterious ways, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Bet he fucking does.
They don't call him the doc for nothing. Do you know
so
what
he's like House. So he's basically like, you ever watched that drama House?
Yeah. What's his name? Laurie, isn't it?
Laurie, yeah. Paul, Laurie.
Yeah, no, the doc. He's honestly, he's like what's his name? That geezer. Charles Xavier. I was like, what's his number? And I just came to me. Do you know what I mean? He's just one of them geezers is our doc. Do you know what I mean? He didn't have to give me the glove treatment though to get it. Do you know what I mean? Thank God. He just give it to me. Not pause. That sounds terrible.
He just gave you the finger. He just gave you the finger. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big up the doc. He emailed me.
Brenny is in the building. Evening, you legends, and big up all the chat. Brenny, big up to you, bruv. And say this to the Army TV. I fucking told you so. Told you so. Anyhow, try having the birthday on the 26th. Last game of the season kicked off 1 a.m. on my birthday, and so was the parade. Thoughts to those who... Yeah, there's one thing I did notice today was they were big thoughts and prayers go to the people that got injured during the... whatever that fucking idiot was doing in that car. Absolutely disgusting scenes. It completely screwed up. Thoughts and prayers to everyone that's recovering from there. Make Arteta the mayor of Islington.
No, James is on the wind up. Ignore him. He's on the wind up.
Big up E20's own TV. You know, where did you finish? Where did you finish again? Oh yeah, that's it, somewhere down there. Like, share, and subscribe to my guy KB. Big up, Brenny. Big up. Go Real Betis. Well, I'm Real Betis is our last hope of actually saving fucking football. The last chance of saving football.
Yep.
Every Spanish team that's made a final, either on European stage, club-wise, or internationally, they've always won the final. Please, Betis, do not let us down. At least let me go to Madrid so I can dunk on Carefree Lewis. Please, I fucking beg you, all right? I beg you.
So the last thing we need is them winning it as well, man.
Oh no,
that just finished everyone off.
No. What's that? 3 London teams.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Palace, them lot.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Late to the show, guys. What I'm worried about is when we in MLS signing new contracts. Also, Saliba not signing a new contract. This will be an utter shit show with 100 exclamation marks. Indeed, Harvey. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well. E20's own said my bad with a laughing emoji at the end of it. He's already president of Arsenal. James, pick up. Not signings, new contracts. Yeah, it is new contract. Yeah, well, Saliba, I'm hoping that either forces him to sign a proper new contract or he actually sells him for at least a good fee. I'm not having this bullshit what Igal tried to say to me when I tried to talk over the top of him as well. When he says, I'd rather let him go for 2 years and let him go out on a free. And I'm like, there's a reason why you're not in my fucking finance department. There's no way I'm allowing that to happen. If I'm the owner, I'm looking for A, I'm either signing you to a long-term deal, or B, I'm selling your ass to the highest bidder. So if Real Madrid come and say, we'll give you 100 million for Saliba, cool, sweet. There we go. 100 million, off you go.
Exactly. Don't let them run down their contract. Not a player that quality.
We are all we are all cogs in the machine, and we are all replaceable. That's what I say. That would love to come on. Arteta needs to go. The Barla show. Big up the Barla show, mate. Where's Shane tonight? He's not good, mate. He's got an issue with his back, hence the fact why he's not been able to come on. He does have the link, so he might be able to pop on later on. Maybe
streaming, wasn't he?
He was, he was streaming. Yeah, he was streaming reviews on sport, but
when you're sitting down for a lot of the time, it does your back.
Well, that's why I got me one of these chairs. I'm not gonna lie, mate.
I need to invest in one, mate. I'm telling you,
bruv. Take it from me, right? I was sitting on that bastard chair, right? This bar chair, honestly, because this is like the kitchen island, yeah. And I sat on that chair, and I'm like that, getting off. I'm like,
yeah, literally,
mate. This thing, I got it in Argos, yeah. It was 300 quid down from 200. And it fucking, honestly, you get this little back thing, you get this little
ergonomic.
Oh?
Ergonomic.
I don't know what that means. At least I'm honest. I could have just gone, yeah.
Hold on, guys.
I gotta look at. Hold on, guys. I gotta look this up. Where's it?
Ergonomic means
ergonomic meaning. What does it mean? It means.
I don't know. I'm talking all this posh jibber jabber. Stop talking all this posh jibber jabber. You ergonomic is basically relating to or designed for efficiency and comfort in the working environment. Well, then to answer your question, Nomsky, it's very ergonomic.
Yeah, really?
Ergonomic,
it's super ergonomic. It's bloody double ergonomic. Okay. Well, yeah, you can do that. You can.
I like the scrambled ones. Though. I love the scrambled ones.
It's comfy, bruv. This particular one.
It's probably like, yeah.
Bruv, I promise you, yeah. And it's big and always spacious. I'm fucking got so much room for activities here. Do you know what I mean? To quote, pause. I'm not even going to say that actually. Pause. Yeah. I know I disappoint Normski when I go into that. I disappoint him, and I'm when I can see his face get a little bit disappointed. It upsets me because I never want to disappoint him, and I can see his face. I'm like, oh, Aaron, what's he doing?
Nasty boy.
Sorry, no.
They are good. They are good for their old back, mate.
Panel on Super Mendy is waiting for Real Madrid. Now we'll hear from the Arteta fans. Oh, he's rubbish anyway. I don't want him, but that's what they will all say. Yeah, that's what they would say, mate. Yeah. I didn't really want Zubimendi to start with anyway.
I'm glad. I don't know why people are gassing this man.
To be honest, not really fast.
Go and get the guy. Go and get the guy from Crystal Palace.
Eze.
No, not Eze. The other one. The other one.
No, we need to get him as well.
What's his name, guys? Oh man,
Adam Wharton.
Yeah, Wharton.
Yeah, he's going to cost a fair bit of money after his performance in the FA Cup final. Yeah. My guy Aaron, your club is coming to the country. I'm in for open public training. Tickets start at $80, I think. What a rip-off. Flipping hell.
Joke,
bro. That's in LA, isn't it? It's on the West Coast, isn't it?
It's farcical. Mum's spaghetti, man. Like, honestly, everything about this football club is an absolute joke from top to bottom. You know what? You could even... I still wouldn't agree with it, but if they won stuff regularly, you go, well, you know, there's a price for winning stuff. Yeah. I get it, but they don't
get something out of it.
Do you see what I'm saying? Exactly, lying.
Yeah. Then fair enough, but we ain't getting shit out of it, and we're still getting ripped off.
Listen, guys, if we're winning,
that's the problem. There's milking everyone.
You wouldn't mind the merch drop, yeah. But it's just embarrassing. You go and lose. You lose that. The next day they're dropping a new merch. That's all it is.
We're like 20 plus matches this season alone. Like that's unheard of.
That is unheard of.
That's unheard
It's
of.
bonkers, absolute bonkers, bruv.
Bruv, it's mental, man.
I don't think Kai's a bad footballer. We just need him to play behind the striker as used to be in Bayer Leverkusen. You can't really get that sort of performance back from him when he's gone to another Premier League club and got completely flipping ruined. Has he got that temperament? Has he got that mentality to do it all over again? I don't know. I generally don't know. Every 5 chances he gets, one does go in the back of the net. Unfortunately, you need to be more consistent and clinical in this league.
Yeah.
New contract.
The other thing as well, with this notion about Kai is our top goal scorer with 9 goals. I think Aaron, we talked about it yesterday on your channel, right? So from when the season started, August to February, it'd be interesting to make a comparison with another, not even like a named grand striker, just say someone like Brian Bramwell or Wisa. It'd be interesting to know how many goals they got between the period of start of the season and February when Kai was fit. Because what they're doing is saying, oh, well, we didn't have Kai because, that's why he hasn't scored a lot of goals. Well, you wasn't doing anything in the first, first months or whatever. Yeah. From August, September, October, 5 months. Yeah? I'm expecting to see you in double figures, man. You're meant to be our main striker.
Facts.
So, you know what I mean? This narrative, oh no, because he's been injured, or these players, no, they've all been injured at different periods of time. Yeah. And if you look, as I said, 101 years, guys, and none of our attacking players, probably the worst attacking front 3, 4, whatever you want to call it, yeah, under 10 goals, not even double figures. That's embarrassing. That is down to the manager's tactics. Yeah, it's nothing to do with injuries. Yeah, there's nothing to do with injuries.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Inarguable.
Absolutely. South African Eagle is the definition of a brown noser. It wouldn't surprise. That's self-explanatory. Everything about Arsenal's rip-off, bruv, makes me sick. It is just too expensive. Hence, I've not bought any merch for God knows how many years. I refuse to until we win a major honor. I refuse to. I will be honest. I do like the new away shirt, but it's like the alternative one, which is the blue one. I think it is. I could be wrong, but no, not until we win it. Not until we league. If we win the league or the Champions League next season, then I might consider parting with some money. But until that happens, no chance. Have you guys seen Sane at left wing? Yeah. We saw Sane. We saw Sane at City. He was a very, very good player.
Yeah.
He's good for Bayern.
He played on the left at City as well, didn't he?
He's probably better on the right, but
yeah. That's it. There we go. The fact that there's a question between whether he's good at left or right is even more of a reason why we should sign him.
Yeah. He's versatile, guys.
You know what I mean?
Versatile.
Versatile.
Versatility, guys.
You've got to be looking at a player like that. Man.
Jack of all trades and a master of none.
Always better than a master of one.
I thought you were. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, wow. Oh, dear.
Can someone pick me up?
Economic fear, speaking facts.
Come on, give it a boost.
Oh, Chris.
I'm a good sport.
You're a good sport, but that joke is now etched in your brain now for the rest of your life.
Who do you think started it?
It was me. Oh, was you?
It was me. I started it. I don't care.
No, you
if you can't take the piss out of yourself, then I mean, come on, what we doing here? I take the piss out of loads of other people.
I'm doing it all my life. When people take the piss out of me, I'll go, Cole, you're gonna give me something original. That's all I'll say to that. Yeah. Science and maths combined. Aaron, can you confirm that you were the 4th and 9th somehow popping up on Lee's X page?
No.
Oh my face.
We got to have a little laugh about it, innit? Do you know what I mean? You got to, man. You got to.
I've said it all season. If Madrid call for Saliba, he's gone. Don't be surprised if City try. Oh, no. If City freaking gets Saliba, then, oh, fuck. Now we're curtains. Then we're curtains.
Close
Yeah,
it down.
that'll be peak.
Yeah, just
So.
close it down.
Arteta's head looks ergonomic.
That's a new word, man.
That is a new word. Let me write this down on my pad. Was it ergonomic? I wonder if he's going to use that in his first press conference.
Ergonomic.
I was more ergonomic on the last time we spoke.
As African Cat says, we have ergonomic wingers, and strikers. Yeah.
I'm just going to call it the Normski word because I probably won't remember it. I'll be like, you know that word that Normski said.
Aaron, all you need to remember is egg. Yeah, so just put an egg in front of it. Nom. Yeah, ergonomics.
Ergonomics.
Yeah, ergonomics.
Yeah.
Egg on your face. Egg on your face.
Ergonomics.
Splattered all the way down.
Well, you know what? We may have an egg on our face if Arteta wins next season, which I will be happy about.
So.
That's
I'll
about
be the
10,
first person. I'll be all omelette face.
Aaron talks Arsenal's 6 foot Lil Wayne featuring Corey Guns.
I don't know who any of them are.
I know who Lil Wayne is. I know who Lil Wayne is. Corey Guns, I don't know. Yeah,
is he Lil?
Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, yeah. Yeah, he's quality. Fucking quality rapper. There's a 4 foot level must be with the heels.
Yeah, listen, that's only on Tuesdays.
Henri wants us to buy Cherky. Do you know what? I'm actually not against that.
Left back? Is he a left back?
No, he was a number 10.
Who's Liverpool getting then?
Verts.
No, they're getting a left back, aren't they?
Oh, that was
the one from Bournemouth, I think.
Frimpong.
No, left back. He's right back.
Oh, sorry.
Who's the left back?
I've got no idea, actually.
What do I think it was?
His name again.
I'm sure the Liverpool is looking at a left back. I'll get the two names.
That's
it. I'm getting the names mixed up. That's it. Thank you very much, Oliver.
Kirkes it was, yeah.
Well, you know, it kind of sounded the same.
Similar.
So you finally took my advice and got a new chair. Well done, man. Haha. It's very economical.
Economical.
Arteta will destroy Ethan next season. A new manager would help Ethan get to new levels. And this is why I've said multiple times now, you get rid of this man, you get someone in. Not only will it help the squad, it would help the new crop of players. Your Ethan, your Wemrys, your Lewis Skellies, your Max Dowmans, who literally bullied fucking Czech Republic in the under-17 European Championship on the other day. My God, that kid is something fucking special. That kid is something special. This is why I say you've got to protect the kids. Protect the kids. You got to. Carl won against the 500, bro. Rich, big up, bro. Follow me on IG, and we'll have a collaboration over the course of the off season. Dazza can't reveal my secrets. I bet you can't, Suge. I bet you can't. Static. It's very insert the word Norksky. You're calling him a Norksky. You're calling him a Nork.
I don't know what a Nork is. It meant
what
to
is
say
it? Can you please, Carl? Can you please look up the word Nork? I need to know what that word means.
Yeah, hush it, Norksky.
It's a Nork.
Nork.
Yeah, Norksky.
My typing's as bad as my
Can we calm it down? Chat, don't go off on me. Don't go off on me, right? So it's a noun. It's come from Australian English. A Nork.
No, put it. Put it. Put it in the private chat.
Is a woman's breast.
Tipski.
You see the bird over there, yeah, by the bar, yeah. She has a terrific pair of norks.
I want to squeeze them
norks.
Yeah, sorry, it's time to get there. I mean, this is gay left, mate. I mean, I'm in the Matrix now, right? He's playing left.
Oh dear, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, what can we do?
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Knock.
No, that's his brand new name. Well done, Aaron.
Change my name, man. I'm gonna
You're
change
still
it.
getting the Midtjylland t-shirt. You're still getting the Midtjylland shirt. It doesn't bother.
I want it. I want that shirt. Oh, if they sell me short on that, I will wear it on stream and all to add to the
That's what I
joke.
thought,
I
exactly,
just want the fucking shirt.
Welcome
On
to
6
Tally.
sleeves.
Lookman is the winger we need by a long shot. His stats, the fear he causes is superb. Lookman, I think, has improved. Will he be able to cut it in the Premier League, though? Because he didn't under Everton. So,
Don't know.
I mean, he's gone away. He's gone away. Done well at Atalanta, but I don't know. He did single-handedly win them, the Europa League.
yeah. Never underestimate Real Betis. Pellegrini will do it. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Ergonomic wingers and strikers incoming. Ergonomic wingers and strikers.
I hope so.
Okay. Arsenal FC to City days are over. I hope so. I bloody hope so. Kirkes, Cherky from Leon. The Normsky word is now everyone's calling it now. Oliver's in the chat. Big up Oliver. Just joined. Big up everyone. Big up mate. Hope you do well. Make sure you like and subscribe, people, and make sure you subscribe to all of the OG on this panel here. Everyone's links are down in the description below. Aaron's is in the title, so please make sure you go and check him out. And obviously Normsky and Lion Tex as well, doing absolute bits over there as well. Corey Guns is Peter Guns' son from Peter Guns and Lottery. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more. You're going to have to dumb it down a bit more than that, mate. I'm scared of heights. Sorry. Wharton is a little injury prone, but would be a class signing. Wenger would have bought him back at Blackburn. Yes, he would have.
Yeah.
He would have.
Yeah. His type of signing as well.
Okay, all right, mate. Out you go. Out you go. It's on a guest destination. I don't know who that is. Oh, fucking hell. All right. I can't kick him out because he's on someone else's stream. I don't know who it is. Oh, well. Never mind. Dowman stayed back in Madrid after we played them. Surprise, surprise. Max Dowman. Wow. Dowman's a good... I finally got to actually witness him play, and this kid is actually flipping unbelievable. But then again, we also said that about... who's the guy playing in the second tier or the third tier of Spain right now?
Oh, yeah, the little what's his name? Italian name.
Italian name, yeah.
What is that kid's name? It's gone out my head. Oh, mate.
Someone in the chat. Someone in the chat. Can you find out for us?
My head. I thought, why am I getting a P in there? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's done my head in. What is that? What's that little geezer's name? It couldn't have been any good because neither of us can remember. Isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you're saying though. He's from Luton as well, like Jack Wilshere was. That's what the academy that we got him from.
Yeah.
Oh mate, yeah. What was his name? The little git Patino. Yes, I was right with a P.
Charlie Patino. Charlie Patino. The one.
Patino. Yeah. I knew I had it with a P.
Him being the next big thing, and well, that hasn't turned out well at all. Sadly for Crystal Palace, they've lost the most piece of their puzzle. Dougie Friedman, just look at all the gems he signed and found. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. AL, the casual golfer. Evening, mate. Evening. Hope you're all well. Hope you're good. Stacks, but Normsky is back to the Matrix, bro. Yep, he's already back in it. We can already see.
Yep.
Aaron, forget that. Get a FC Copenhagen shirt. They just won the league.
What phase are they in?
And Suji put, as an Australian, I can neither confirm nor deny I've had the odd Nork in my time.
Was it good, mate? Was it good?
Sorry, Norms.
As an Englishman,
Sorry.
actually,
Don't be disappointed in me, Norms, please.
Bro, you just violated him. I mean, sorry.
many of those tenants you had, bro?
I can't help myself.
You just violated him. Sorry, bro. They are all rappers of the 90s and mid 2000s. Okay. All right. I'll let you off that. And if you haven't seen a pair of Norks come up north.
I've replied to him. I've seen plenty of Norks up north. Don't worry about that. I haven't stayed down south on me last
Norks are right, bro. Big up the Norks.
Big up the northern Norks, the southern Norks, the western one. Big up Norks globally, man. Globally. Big up Norks.
Yeah, he's the Italian kid. As you were just responding, Mr. What about Aziz and his thighs? Hashtag zesty talk. Aziz. That we originally had. Nice. What do you? Okay, this chat's getting a bit freaking zesty now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
To be fair, this is your fault, Carl, because none of us knew. We just thought that I misspelled it.
It was him down there. It was him down there asked me to go look at what a Nork is, and I looked up what a
blame
Nork.
us. All I done was misspell that, and it was you that read out the definition.
Yeah, you read out the definition, bro.
No one else would have known.
I can blame.
I'll tell you what. Let's go back 2 phases. It was my fault because I said to him, what is the definition? I thought it was just a made up word. I thought it was a made up word, man.
I heard the name before, but I couldn't recall what it actually meant. And then I was like, as soon as I saw the meaning of it, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, now I know what it means.
You didn't have to read it out though. That's your fault, Carl. Take ownership of your, take ownership. Come on, don't move like Mikel.
Yeah.
Small imagines, guys. Small imagines. I know one other guy besides Aaron who needs a new chair. Lee gonna make my guy's chair looks like it's been through both world wars.
Dragged through.
He'll happily get a brand new PC and do Mac and so on, but he won't get a new chair. Anyway.
Here's another one. Come on.
Okay. Come to Barcelona on the new beach. You may see Norks, but may see something. Oh, for God's sake. Golferese doesn't play. It means play, not plat. Plat that well as a 10. Play that well as a 10 is what you meant to say. Normski, I checked. Phase 3, 2 league titles in 3 years for FC Copenhagen. He.
Love it.
Straight up guy, and I am Cruz. We're being honest. Fair enough. Big up Carl Panel, Tex, Normski as a distinguished guest. Such a big up. Why not? I'll tell you as a loser. Awesome, mate. Big up to you, mate. Peter Pellegrini. It was Aaron, I think of it. Okay, yeah, Patino. Yeah, we already said it was Patino. F is F. Brilliant is brilliant. Have you seen any Yorkshire? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, right. I think.
There's lots all over the globe, people.
God's sake.
You're running joke now, man.
I think we've reached a point now where it's like,
guys, listen, what I'm going to ask you all to do now, right? People in the chat, yeah, right, guys, go into your bags and take out the red pill, right? Everybody, go into your bags, take out the red pill. This hasn't happened. Yeah, it's just a figment of your imagination.
You need that Men in Black thing when you press the thing and you whack the memory. You need that, innit?
Oh man. Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh Jesus, man.
You see, this is what Arsenal's turned us into. You know what I mean?
It's Comedy Central, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Comedy Central.
No, for real, like, we should be talking about Arsenal winning a title. And all we can do is sit here and talk about Norks. Come on.
All we can sit here and think about is motorboating Norks. What's going on, man?
Well, Norks is more fascinating than Arsenal. I mean,
oh, my sodding God. Right. On that note, I think it's time we're going to get on out of here. I think 2 hours 50. We've been going absolutely amazing stream. Lion Tex, thank you so much, Colin. You've been on right at the start, bro. Thank you for staying right to the end. Much appreciated. Just tell everyone where they can find you and what have you got coming up.
No, thanks for having me, Carl. Big up to Normski and Aaron as well. Big up to the chat. Yeah, not much to be honest. Probably I might do a watch along for the final, for the Chelsea final, and then probably do a show on Thursday, just going over the season and stuff like that. So yeah, just subscribe to Lion Text TV on YouTube, people, and Lion Text on Instagram. I will be doing a new series, just interviewing different fans of their experiences of being a fan. So I'll get that sorted for the summer. So if any of you want to come on, just let me know and I'll sort it out, man. Yeah, it'll be good to get you all on my channel at some point, man. 100%.
You know,
Definitely.
Awesome,
man.
bruv. Awesome. Normski, thank you for coming on, bruv. You're absolute laugh as always, and you talk so much facts. It's absolute pleasure to have you on, bruv. It really, really is. What have you got coming up on your channel?
So tomorrow, we've got the What's Going On pod. We're just going to be doing a season review of all our teams, respective teams, and we'll be delving into my team especially and why we didn't do what we was meant to do, and just looking at just football in general, the transfer window, what's going to happen in the transfer window. Then on Thursday, the Bruised Banana show. Friday is the Aaron's show, call-in show. So I'll jump on that
jumping
one.
on, yeah, bro.
I'll try and jump on, yeah, man. I'll try and jump on there, but as long as you don't say that word.
Oh, you know it's coming.
You don't have to jump on if you don't want to, no.
But I will have my ergonomic chair with me.
Oh, lovely. Me too.
Oh yeah, and I'm jumping on. I'm jumping on with DJ B. We're doing a show together on Saturday. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. First time on his channel, so I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome, fantastic. Anyone remember a Charles cartoon, late 80s, early 90s called Venorks, an undersea SPE?
No, please.
Anybody? Right, we'll just move on. We'll just move on for that. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on, brother. You know how much I appreciate you. You know how much you've actually helped me massively for this channel, and I honestly can't thank you enough. Just let everybody know where they can find you and what have you got coming up, because I know you're almost back to full house. I'm guessing you got a huge slate coming up in the next week or so.
Yeah. Well, when the personality starts coming back out, I'm usually hitting nearly 100%, man. No, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on. I've needed the streams today, man. It's made me feel a lot better, if I'm being honest with you. So thank you very much, everyone that's participated. That has been here, all the boys, and obviously especially Tech, bruv, Normski, Cole, world class chat as always. Come on, bro, man. It's been good. It's made me feel a lot better, man. Made me feel so much better. Firing on a bit more cylinders. Do you know what I mean? I'm away.
Yeah, man. You're almost back to your normal self now, bro. That's good.
Yeah. Last night, Norm's like, even though we went for 2 hours anyway.
I know. Bro, yeah, I know.
Might have been able to see it in me. I was like, I could see we was getting to a little bit, and then I was just starting to really, because I hadn't been up that late in a few days. I was I'm drained. Like I was like, I've got to end it, man. But no, it's been a pleasure. What have I got coming up tomorrow? I think I'm gonna finally do my morning thing again tomorrow at 9:20, because I've been have to cancel that. So I'll do that, and then tomorrow, I mean, I don't really sort of know. Oh no, I've got Jez's quiz. Jez's quiz is tomorrow. I'm sure he's doing a quiz. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing a quiz. I've got load of bits coming up, but more importantly, buzzing for you, Cole, for reaching 500 today. Man. That's what it's all about. Helping everyone out and sharing the screen with you, wonderful so-and-sos, is always a pleasure. World-class chat. Come on. Say no more. It's a pleasure. I love it. It's made me feel a lot better.
Nah, big up, brother. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And big up to the chat as well. Big up to Static as well, who's been on, to Jez, Natstar, Rashid, Northside. Might have missed someone else. I'm not 100% sure. We've had a number of different guests come on. So, and thank you again, Northside. Big up, all good, Normski.
Big up.
One last thing I'll say before we get on out of here, okay? And I will admit this right here, right now. When I first got back onto YouTube in the middle of February, I had a goal to set myself. That was to get to 300 subs. And I had one or two paths I'd take if that was to happen. Either A, continue on and go for the 1K for the end of next season. If I failed to reach that, if I failed to reach the 300 subs, I would have quit. I would quit YouTube in its entirety. I'd have no channel. I wouldn't be doing any guest appearance in. I wouldn't be doing anything because it would feel like that I don't belong on this kind of platform. But after just refreshing my screen now and having a look, we're at 508 subs.
Well done,
And
man.
I'm in absolute shock, and I am absolutely honored to still be a part of this. So I'll say this right here, right now. This scrawny-looking B-Tech David Ornstein ain't fucking going anywhere.
Yeah, boy. Ornstein out.
David Ornstein. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing there. Flipping on. Just
Yeah.
clocked on.
You just clocked it now. Now I'm
I've
gonna
just
get the
got-
piss. There you go. Now I'll take the piss out of me. There we go.
That's
What's the bomber? Come on, tell us what the bomber is, man.
Yeah.
Bomba.
Yeah, Yokeres.
The gun down bomber.
Yokeres to sign tomorrow. Come on.
Mr. Waffle, 1K by the end of the year, easy. I tell you what, mate. If we do that, holy shit, I am gonna pop champagne on that.
It's work
one.
rate. It's work rate, brother.
It is work rate. Talking of the work rate, obviously now we're at end of season. There will be a lot of stuff coming on the channel. I'm gonna try and get some different guests on from different teams to come on. Obviously, the Club World Cup starts in June. I'll be doing watch alongs for the team that I'm supporting, which is Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, in the Saudi League. So I'll be cheering on them, and so on. And I'll be doing plenty of watch alongs when I get the opportunity to, because my son lives with me, so timing is going to be key. And and I'll also be doing in about 2 weeks' time. I'll also be doing a watch along for the World Cup of Darts. Darts has always been a very, very favourite sport of mine. So I will be doing a watch along for that. So if you fancy coming on for a little bit of darts chat, you're more than welcome to. And I love the darts. And as always. So who is live currently right now that we are? Let me just click off. Who is live right now? DJB's live.
Oh, is he?
He is.
Oh, is he?
He is.
Big up DJB.
DJB's live. All right, okay, guys. So go over to hashtag Gundam Raid or hashtag Norks Raid, whichever one you want to do.
I don't think
Nork
it's
Raid. Nork Raid. Nork Raid.
Ergonomic.
Yeah, ergonomic raid.
Let's go and give DJB a little.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Gundam Raid. Obviously, I can't switch it over to DJB because I'm not quite there yet. I've got the sub.
Hang on, Cole. I can on mine. Hang on 1 second. Give us 2 seconds. I know you can't on yours, but I can on mine. Hold on. Just give us 2 seconds. And I'll redirect over to him. Just give us 2 seconds before you end the stream, because I might not be able to do it if you don't.
You've got more viewers at the minute than I have, so that's probably the best.
Can you redirect the thing though as well?
No,
I mean, both
can't.
of us probably could.
I can't because
redirect anyway.
Right, let's have a little looky. Hold on 1 second. Customization. There we go. Redirect. Who's live? D to the J to the biz A. Boom. Job done. Right, there we go. Yeah, what do you want to raid him as, Cole?
Either Gundam Raid or Nork Raid, whichever one.
Let's go with Gundam.
Yeah, just go Gundam Raid. He'll know who I am. That's fine.
I know Aaron has already put it in.
Oh, for God's sake, I Raid DJB Nork Raid.
I knew he's good. I knew it.
Come on, man, it's me.
You're not gonna know who he is. You're gonna know.
I hope he doesn't look at the meaning. I hope he doesn't look at the meaning. I'll tell you that now.
All right, gunned down Nork Raid.
Norks.
Gundam Nork Raid. He ain't gonna.
Nork Raid.
There we go.
Okay, so there we go. Go raid DJB's chat. Go on, guys. Thanks to everyone who's been watching. Thanks to everyone who's been listening. Make sure you smash the like button on the way out. Hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Tell all your friends. Follow us on our social media platforms. Follow the new podcast on Spotify, which is Take Aim. We'll be back over the weekend for another little show. It'll be a personal show of mine I'll be doing. Nothing to do with sport, nothing to do with Arsenal. Little personal show of mine. So make sure you tune in for that. And we are out of here. There's going to be no Arteta out bollocks because this has been a great stream and I'm absolutely blessed. And we've hit 500, over 500 subs. So guess what? It's going to be a very, very simple. Big up to everyone. Good night and God bless.
I'm going to jump on DJB's channel. I'll see you over there.
Oh,